I'm gonna die. Hi everyone. Sorry for the glitch. Sorry. I was rushing because I got home a little bit later than I expected. I just got home in time. Oh my God. So, right, let me get myself situated. How's everybody doing? Who's here? Let me see. I have Lucy Jane's first. Yay. Okay, it's 2 a.m. I know it's a weird time, but I wanted to do something that was different. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a different thing. That's okay. I've just got something else running. Oh, it's mine. It's me. Okay, it's all right. Don't worry. I'm just a bit befuddled because my brain's not organized. I thought I'd have a few more minutes before I got back. So what's happened today? I'll give you the rundown. Woke up, husband's got the flu. in bed, miserable. So I made him some soup. I've done some editing today. I didn't get the edit finished, but it's uploading now. I didn't get to put the voice filter on, but anyway, so we'll be able to react to the sub-stop mukbang without all the eating sounds. I've done another one of my edits where I've cut the eating out, so we can actually listen to the story in a linear way. We're going to watch the Mr. Snowflakes, and then we're going to watch the Glitter and Lasers cruise because I want to see what it's like to go on a cruise with glitter and lasers. I had to run around and get my drink. I didn't stack it on my bike. Was it yesterday? Not yesterday, the day before. A stick decided to throw itself into my wheel and knock the chain off the chain holder bit and stop one of my wheels from turning. So I had to wheel that home and then get myself to work. It was a thing. But I applied for a job and I got the job. So me, I got 2 jobs. I'm going to be making a little bit of extra money to help the fan bams out. So it's not like anybody's on the streets or anything. It's basically just to support my son for a temporary time until my mum can buy a house. That's about it. There's just some stuff on in the background that's just holding it up. So it's just for a little bit. But everybody's okay. It's okay. All right. So how is everyone doing? Okay, let's see who's here. Okay, let me see. We've got replay crew for you. Yes, go to bed. Lucy Jane and everybody else who's on the replay. Hi. First things first, I will be dropping the free memberships. Ghost, I have taken you off as a moderator just for temporary. So if you want to get a membership, you might be in the chance to get one. So I've done that. So we can go ahead and I'll drop the 10 free memberships. It's a bit late in the month, but hey, free is free, right? We've got Panda, we've got Nemanor. Oh, yay. Oh, Luck Dog's here. We've taken the dog for a walk. Unicorns with Pride Flag. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Lynn, Overfear, hello. No, I don't know. I must have clicked something off and then clicked it back on, but I fixed it. Hi, Crab Apples. Violet, Lynn. I said hi, Lynn. Takes the cake. Cake. She did in 4 years. I know. It is. Yes, there's a particular piece. Normally, I cut all the chewing stuff out. There's one bit in there that I had to keep in because there's no way a grown adult does that by accident. He's sick, but he's usually fine. I just give him water, Panadol, and the reason I left the house and I didn't get back. I only got back just in time is because I went up the shop just to get him a couple of like snacks, like some dry chips and stuff because we're all out. So I just went and bought him a couple of bags. So in case he wakes up, he can have the soup. I've got pasta from last night that he didn't eat. I've got beef and veggie soup made for him today, or he's got some snacks like dry chips and that to eat. So if he doesn't feel like anything, fine. But if he's a bit hungry, he's got a couple of things there to choose from, plus some water and stuff. Yes, get well, Mr. Doe-eyed Cookie. Yeah, I'm so excited about my new job. Well, it's not a new job, it's another job, but it's back in fashion. I'll be working in clothing again, but it's not management or anything. It's just like I'm just basically a casual and I can work as much or as little as I want. So I just pick up shifts when I feel like it and it fits in with my other job. So that's good. Hi, Amy. Hello. Okay. It's Age Clover. Hello. All right. So first things first, I've got my iPad here. Okay. And I was hoping my iPad didn't die while I was on my walk because my phone got, look, I'm still smiling. My phone's not working properly. The screen isn't working. So it's drying out. I've shut it down, turned it back on, taken the SIM card out. I'm hoping maybe got some moisture or something in there and that's why it's not working. That's what they said. That's why the screen sometimes can stop working. So I'm totally reliant on my iPad, but nobody could call me, text me, nothing at the minute. So I'm just going to drop, I can remember. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm going to drop the free memberships. So hold on to your panties, guys and gals. Let's see who gets them. I just got to do it from here. I can't do it from, or can I? Oh, I don't think I can do it from here, actually. I think I've got to do it from here. Yeah, I do. I do have to do it from here. Hang on. Okay, you ready, steady, go. Come on, screen, go down. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, membership gifting. Okay, so I'm going to drop the first 5. Are you ready? You can all hear me, right? Yes. Okay, let's go. see who gets them. I've got to read it. I knew I had my iPad for reading because I've got to read it from here because that's the only place I can see it. Oh, and don't look at my hair because I was wearing a hat. It does not look good. Lock Dog, Overfear, Lynn, Sage Clover, Cali Cat. Oh, okay. You've got a second round of chances. Ghost. All right. I'm going to do the second batch now. Or should I do it later? What do you reckon? Do it now or do it later? Do it after we watch our first video. I'll do it after we watch the first video. Give you something to look forward to, eh? I know we're trying our very best, Ghost. We're going to get there one day, I promise. I did, Greta. I did bring a straw so I wasn't like putting a cup top to my face all the time. We are going to watch part 4 today. I really enjoyed it. So what do you want to do first? Do you want to watch? I'll have to check. Let me see if the mukbang has uploaded. If it's ready to go or if it's still. Let me see. Yes, it's uploaded and it's ready to go. So we'll do the Substop mukbang and then we'll get into Mr. Snowflake. Do you want to do it that way? Yep, I think that's a good idea. Okay. Now I have renamed this one On the Job because Foodie's recalling her glory days as an assistant with her own office with a name on the door. Now, I have taken out the eating sound, so it's only about 13 minutes long. It's not as painful. I didn't get a chance to put the voice filter over it. That was my final step. And I was uploading, walked away, did other things. And then before I got home, I was like, shit, I didn't put the voice filter on. So it's just going to be Foodie's normal voice this time, okay? So you're just going to have to deal with it, all right? So are we ready? Everyone's ready? You got your safety belts on? Okay. Let's go.
Guys, hello. All right, just sat down for tonight's tea. No, for my dinner, I guess you can say. I was going to cook, but I didn't feel like it, so tomorrow I will make whatever I was going to make. You'll have to wait and see. But for now, we're having...
See, I thought the agreement was we're going to buy groceries so I cook so we don't order out. It wasn't an emotional decision. It wasn't whether you feel like cooking or not. It was we buy groceries, you cook, we don't order takeout. I thought that was why they were buying groceries, because it's so much cheaper to make it yourself.
Substop. It's not Subway, it's Substop. Substop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
We have...
I totally forgot to mention, after we watch the mukbang and before... Well, I'll do it after we start watching Mr. Snowflake because it all ties in together. The new T-shirt arrived yesterday. It was supposed to come on Monday, like Monday coming, but it actually got delivered a bit early yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. So I've got the new shirt and it was just like kismet. So underneath the hoodie with my dragons, my cool red dragons, is the new shirt. And I'll reveal it to you once we start watching Mr. Snowflake.
A red fruits iced tea, 0 sugar, steak and cheese sub, and a meat feast sub. Some summer barbecue chips, hot peppers, and chocolate chip cookies. Oh, and
yeah, she's lazy.
I have a few olives as well. These big purple ones. All right, bismillah. Let's get into it. What am I going to eat first?
Look, seafood. Look. Oh, who said it? Who said it? The filter is wilting. Who says it makes it bearable? Okay. Crab apples. Now, in all honesty, the only reason I, as an insecure, jealous, bored housewife, the reason I put filters on Foodie is because it makes me feel really ugly. I feel so ugly in comparison. I just can't outshine her. She is a star in the sky, and I am just a basic little blunt, dark piece of garbage on the side of the desert highway. I can't compare to her glory, so I have to change her face, or otherwise I could never leave the house. I couldn't do it. She's too pretty.
First, I want to eat the steak and cheese first. So let's go. Steak and cheese. What did I put on? It's on Italian oregano bread, Parmesan oregano bread, cheese.
Okay, how does everybody say it? I say oregano. Americans say oregano. I don't even know what the English people say. Do they say oregano? Oregano. I don't even know. Do they say it both ways? But I say oregano. That's how we say it here.
Jalapenos, black olive, Southwest, garlic mayo,
On
ranch,
a
onions,
highway.
lettuce, jalapenos. Did I say that? And I think that's it. Green pepper. Beauty bite for you guys.
Hi, bunny.
By the way, no mic today.
Thank God. She says it's because she's too lazy to go get it. But I think it's just because she's got all the feedback on the last couple of mukbangs that she's just like, the views are not there. Everybody's complaining. I'm driving people off. I'm just not going to use it. And she probably won't bring it back for another couple of mukbangs.
I'm too lazy to go get it.
Yeah.
So you guys are lucky. Ow. Kettle chips are hard. I'm sorry, but they hurt the roof of your mouth. Pleasure with the pain.
Oh, you can only see 4. Well, let's not try and figure out who the 5th one is, okay? Let's just ease on through, Jamie.
Oh.
That's all right, bunny. Hi, Frosty. And welcome, Jamie.
There's roast beef on here.
I'm sorry, but if I am dissecting my sandwich like that and giving it the side eye, the bombastic side eye, and sniffing it, it's probably not something that I'm gonna eat with gusto because I'm already a little bit sketchy about it. I'm probably just going to push it aside and be like, I might put that in the fridge for Salah. After I've poured through it and put my mitts all over it, I'll just wrap it up and maybe Salah will have it later. That sandwich looks nasty.
I don't like deli roast beef normally. We'll see. I didn't realize. In the description of the sub, it doesn't say what kind of meats. It just says meat feast, a mix of meats. I'm having a piece of cookie.
Hi, Mama.
So soft and chewy.
So that was one of my questions. Is like, well, it was a meat sandwich. What were you expecting to be on there? It's a Muslim country, so you're not going to have ham. You're not going to have bacon. You might have turkey, chicken. There's no pork products, turkey, chicken, and then the only other option is either goat, veal, or beef. If it's a meat party, what else are you going to have on there?
Weird. Anyway, I was just thinking like, oh, and I know I just did a sub-stop mukbang, but I love this place. I was just thinking how weird.
I think she eats these subs because she thinks because it's basically like a salad sandwich. And that it's a healthy option. It would be a healthy option without all the sauces that she puts on it. She puts like Southwest, mayo, ranch, chipotle. She puts about 4 sauces on the meat and then some lettuce and maybe a little bit of onion. The sauces add up to basically everything else that's on the sandwich. So she's like having 4 sandwiches. It's not a healthy option when you saturate it in calorific sauces. I didn't say that properly. I know.
Weird it is. But what I'm doing now is like a day at the office.
Mystery meat. What's the mystery meat? What's it made up of? Is that? But do you think it might be camel meat? Could it be? Do you reckon they eat the camels? Isn't there an old like Bedouin meal or a delicacy that is like fried camel fat or something? Is that a thing, or am I just making that up in my head, or is that something from Indiana Jones movie?
Coming to work. It made me think.
It's a liquid
what
sandwich.
Typical day at work was like for me.
No, sorry.
My most latest
Crabbables. It's a liquid sandwich. I did say it wrong.
Job. I should say my most recent job. I told you guys what it was. I told you guys why I got let go.
Hi,
I don't think I told you what like a typical day at work was like. So a typical day, I would go into the office at like.
She says she used to just go and sit in there and watch YouTube and email. And that's probably why she got fired. She probably packed up 5 minutes before her finishing time every single day. I can imagine she's got a handbag ready. She's got her keys in her hand and she's literally watching the clock and she's out of there. She's driving out of the car park at 3 o'clock. She's not doing overtime. Her job sounded really easy, to be honest.
I don't know. I think it was like 7 to 3. Which I really, really, really hated. I'm not a day person, but especially not 7. But I was an admin assistant.
Okay, so that didn't make sense to me. 7 to 3 is 8 hours. So you either get an hour lunch, which makes it a 7-hour day, or you get a half an hour lunch, which makes it a 7.5-hour day. 7.5 times 5 doesn't equal like a full-time work week. It doesn't even equal 38 hours a week. So either she's remembering wrong or she's just making it up.
I was a secretary for a group of doctors, for 3 doctors, but specifically for one in particular. And those were the hours she wanted me to work. So I worked in a hospital, a mental health facility, hospital. And there was always morning traffic, especially in Ottawa around that time. So for my commute,
Guys, I'm just going to let Foodie run for a little bit. I've just heard that the hubby's awake and I just want to go and check and make sure he's all right, okay? I'm just going to turn the camera off and the microphone off, but enjoy.
I used to listen to a morning show on the radio. If I had time, I would get a coffee, sometimes breakfast. But usually, I would get to work and I would park my car in the parking lot. Then I had to walk around to the front of the building. Sometimes I would see another secretary that worked there. And she wasn't liked by any of the other secretaries because she was not like them. She wasn't like a gossip head, you know? And she spoke her mind. So I would see her out front, usually smoking, but I smoked back then. So I would have a smoke with her and we would shit talk the other secretary. Let's try this. That's good. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, black olives, olive oil, vinegar, Southwest sauce. I think onions too. Anyway, and then some of the patients would talk to us because they didn't have another designated smoking area. We had to smoke with the patients. I don't want to eat the seeds. It's spicy. So then we would go upstairs.
He's okay. He's just not. He's not doing very well. He's not feeling good. He's okay, but you know, man flu, actual flu. Yeah, he's fine. He's okay.
All day you would hear codes going off on the intercom. Code white, inpatient north, blah, blah, blah. Code white was psychiatric emergency. Code blue was like medical, I think. Code red is fire. So they had a little tuck shop. Not a tuck shop, like a little coffee stand thing run by volunteers. I would get like a coffee. I always got a Colombian and a big muffin. Oh my gosh.
Now, she said that she was always pressed for time in the mornings and there was always traffic, but she always managed to get a muffin and a coffee before work and then she'd go into the office. So, is that why you were maybe like running late? Or what do you do when the traffic's heavy? You leave earlier. You leave about 10 or 15 minutes earlier than you think you need to, just in case. Just in case. And then if you know you're going to be pressed for time, you buy your muffins, and you make your coffee and take your muffin with you. So you can eat it at your desk or you can eat it in the car on the way through. Maybe not Foodie because she's a bad driver.
Too many peppers. I would make my way to my office and I was so proud because I had my own office and outside of the door, there was a metal plaque sign that said Chantal Sabo.
Oh, and I put it in my little comments. I only put the comments in there so like it's more like editing, you know, because, you know, content and copyright and all that stuff. I think she picked 2 subs today because she says, sometimes I have 6 and then sometimes I have a double sub. This mukbang was really, really long. The story was long and the video was long. It was like 20 minutes long and then you edited it down. I think she did the bigger portion of a healthier type meal because it's not so bad in her mind, so she could make a longer video and get more AdSense and get more revenue. I think because she barely makes them this long, that's why I think she did the 12. She basically had a 12-inch sub today and 4 cookies and a packet of chips. Like, oh, I'm satisfied.
I have my own office.
I don't know. I can't imagine that set up in a doctor's surgery. If they're a specialist and they would have like clinic days and then they would have appointment days. Like, for example, when I went and had my weight loss surgery, there was a doctor's office, there was the nurse's office, there was the psychiatrist and then the nutritionist. And then I think there was a couple of spare exam rooms. They all had their own office, but all the staff that were taking care of the phone calls, the appointments, the bookings, the paperwork, the billings, they all worked in a one main office. And she wasn't the only one there. And that's how I know doctors' offices to work. Secretaries rarely have their own cubicle, unless maybe that's just how it was set up. And why would they put her name on the door if it was just temporary and she was just covering up like somebody's maternity? Why would she need to have a placard on her door? So like she was head of the department or, you know, the office manager or anything like that. She was a secretary for a doctor and then some of the interns. I think she's making this part up to sound big and important because she's a boss bitch.
It's ironic.
Oh, it's
I worked in mental health because my mental health was
hello
at the time.
No,
But so were many of the secretaries. And actually, one of
Rudy, you may enjoy the song, and that's wonderful if you do. But most of us, we do try to avoid Fruity singing. We don't like it so much. It's not very enjoyable.
the secretaries was a patient there a couple of times. I would go in my office, sit at my desk. First thing I would do is check my emails, which I always had a ton of emails.
Bad hound
Open up
lover.
the doctor's calendar for the day. Get her patient charts ready. Sometimes I had to book. So I'd reply to emails because I get emails from different departments. I'd have to gather all her billing, submit it to finance. If there was a meeting, I have to take the laptop.
And with a lot of those programs with the billing, all you'd have to do is click the relevant files, by date, modify, export, send, like upload. And if you're doing it daily instead of weekly, you're on top of it. I just reckon she was probably really disorganized and not that great at her job. And she was always just playing catch up.
Take minutes. So messy.
Bunny, I find her singing. I don't think Chantal really knows like her voice. She jumps between show tunes and Broadway, like in a Northwest kind of way, and an indie beatnik singer. I don't know where she sits on the genre screen. Like how, I don't know, but I find her singing very scary as well. It is not, I find it comical. I love it when she writes the song and performs them with all her heart. Like I love it when she sings with sincerity. It brings me so much joy. But she's tone deaf and terrible. She has absolutely no talent when it comes to the singing. The songwriting's fantastic. The singing itself, no, not at all.
Set up teleconference. Order catering for meetings. I usually went with Epicuria in Ottawa. I think that's the name of it.
Hi, Shelley.
That was yummy. It just depended what day of the week. But we usually had a team meeting in the mornings to discuss what beds were available, when beds were coming available for the inpatient section, because it was always a crisis to have beds. People waiting, overcrowding hospitals because they needed to be transferred to our hospital where there's no room. So mostly.
Oh, Shelley, I have literally, it's because she talks with a mouthful and she talks while she's chewing. I sat down and I have literally edited out as much eating as possible without cutting out her words. This is how much she talks while she eats. It's repulsive, but I've done what I can.
The patients would come. I would, get them checked in the system. I think the system was called Meditech, if I remember. And then I had another part of my job that I found a bit difficult. Like, I was program administrator for the intern doctors, the student doctors in their last year. I don't remember exactly what I had to do, but I had to keep track of, I had to do admin work for they had a system they used through the University of Ottawa in the Department of Medicine.
They probably had a physical sign in and sign out sheet or a log in or log out portal. And all she would have had to do was cross-reference the people that should have been there by roster and who did and did not sign out, and then contact them to say, you didn't sign in when you were rostered. Was there a reason you weren't there? And then they'd be like, oh, no. Yeah, she probably just had to follow up and match up who was supposed to be there and who wasn't there, make a few phone calls. That was probably her job, just because that's part of their getting their medical degree is they have to log a certain amount of clinical hours. It's a fairly important job. Rip the doctors working under Chantal. Holy shit.
So I had to keep track of like, I think hours that they did with the doctors that they were shadowing in our department and stuff like that. So I had to use like a system that was through the University of Ottawa. I remember it being like a tough learning curve, that part of it. The 4-hour unit, I wasn't the program administrator. They hired someone new.
She totally does. Those little troll dolls. Yep, she does. She totally reminds me of one of those. But like, you know, like the ones like you can imagine it turning evil and having pointy teeth and like eating your face off, that kind.
For that. And they wanted me as a secretary level 3 to do the annual report. I knew nothing about the department. And like, they wanted me to do like, her and I to do like pie charts with statistics. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, did I lie on my resume or something? Like, I don't know. So I actually like did say that I knew how to use Excel. And the thing is, before this job, I never used Excel. But
that is literally like the worst lie to put on your resume, that you can use a computer program that's integral to the functioning of the office. I would never even, and to try and learn it on the spot. Nah, sorry. How could you get through your tasks during the day if you didn't know how to use Excel? I don't even know how to use Excel. I know how to use like parts of it to import, export, cut out cells and keep the information that I want, but to input on it, nah, have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, nah, she's dumb. And I think that's probably why she had so many beefs with the doctors, because they couldn't get the information they needed for their files, for their reports, for their feedback, for their consultations, for like to sit down. And because the doctors usually have to sit down with like the head of the hospital and the heads of department and sit down and go through their mortalities and all the kinds of cases they're getting, the upshot, the downshots, the problems that they're coming. And without all that information, they're going under-equipped to these meetings and not being able to give accurate results. So if it's her job to collate all that on Excel and she's lied about it, you're basically fucking over the entire department and your doctor's going to look dumb.
I had to be tested on Excel before I got the job, and I just managed to just use common sense, and I just managed to figure it out. I don't know. Like, I passed. I think I watched like a 10-minute tutorial video, and then I was able to do it. And then I did have to use Excel like every day. So yeah, the doctor would go on like vacation, like not vacations, but like work business trips all the time. So she would give me her flight. Like, I had to book flights for her, hotels. She would give me the receipts, and I had to send them to finance for billing. Problem was, I had big shoes to fill, because the reason they were looking for a new secretary for this doctor, her personal secretary.
How do you do payouts? How do you do petty cash? You literally have a document that is either hand filled out or computer filled out. You get the emailed receipt or the physical receipt. You attach it to the form. And back in the day, you used to put it into an envelope and address it to payroll and send it to them. Nowadays, you probably just scan it in and send it all off, or it's all e-documented. That would not have been too difficult of a task. Like, she makes it sound like everything's so difficult. These are pretty mundane, low-level, basic secretarial duties. No offense to secretaries. I understand that doing a lot of these jobs back to back, but a lot of these skills are things that we use in our daily homes. It's not like she's doing medical charts or medical billing or that kind of extra stuff. She's just doing like basic everyday secretary stuff. A lot of just emails and whatnot. Nothing sounds hard.
Which the position I was filling had just retired after 25 years of working.
Hello.
She knew everything the doctor liked. She knew the job very well. When you're working with someone for 25 years, you know, and her and I just didn't get along very well. So
I think they didn't get along for a couple of reasons. One, Foodie's absolute nightmare employee, always late, doesn't show up. But she said she communicated in French with this doctor, wholly and solely in French. Foodie can barely get along in French. She can't read it. She can't write it. She can kind of speak it. But if she is dealing with this doctor completely in French, probably a lot of it got missed in translation. She didn't understand it, and she didn't want to ask, I don't understand. What do you mean? So a lot of the times what she probably needed to be done was not done the way that it should be, or done quick enough, fast enough, sent to the right person, or done at all. She was probably constantly chasing her to get things done. And God knows doctors in the public system are already busy enough.
I think she just expected too much of me. Right off the bat, she didn't seem to like me. I don't know why. And so I thought, okay, I tried my best, but eventually it began to wear on my mental health even more to where I wasn't even motivated to come in. I would call in sick a lot, yada, yada.
You know what motivates people to go to work? The pay a packet.
So anyway, it ended up being that I ended up getting canned, but it was like wrongful canning. So I ended up getting a settlement, pretty decent settlement, and unemployment. So, and then that's when I decided to try YouTube out. I didn't even expect to make any money, just for fun, I guess. I wanted to do makeup. Well, and enjoying the free ride. I had to sign a paper that I wasn't allowed to talk to the media about what happened, but they basically in my dismissal paper said that I was let go because I was leaving work early, which is total bullcrap because I was salaried. So I worked late every day almost because I was having trouble keeping up with some of the emails and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, it's quiet. There's not anyone that's going to bother me with more work today. I can stay a bit later and finish some. And does
anybody think Foodie stayed back and did more work than she required? Does anybody think that? I don't. I think Foodie was one of those, she just, as soon as it hit like 2:55, all right, packing up, shut the computer down, grabbing my stuff, I'm going home. I don't think she ever stayed back. I bet she probably even left early. If she knew the doctor wasn't in the offices, she just pissed off early. Allegedly.
They lied. They completely lied. I could understand if they were like, it's not a good fit. You're not able to do certain tasks like that annual report, stuff like that. Or if I was calling in sick too much, but like to say that I was leaving early is just complete BS,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was unionized. So that I'm so happy it was unionized because the union was the one who fought for me to get a settlement because they were like, I don't know. It was just, yeah, it was a mess, but it was a decent job. It paid very well. I was making like $29 an hour when I left, around that. It came out to like $29 an hour, something like that. But it was like
I did some maths on the hours that she told us. So she said she's working like 7 till 3, which is 5 plus 3 hours, which is 8 hours. Half an hour for lunch, so 7.5 hour pay rate. Okay. Best case scenario. And it only worked out to be about $52,000 a year. I remember at one stage she was telling us that she was earning like $65,000 a year. Like she just kept upping and upping and up the salary. It just didn't work out. Like it was an okay paying job, like over 50 grand a year is okay. Like back then it would have been okay, but she made it. I was doing a high. She made out like one time. Oh, what did she call it? I was an executive administrative assistant. I was on like $65,000 a year. I bet you've never made that kind of money. It's like, well, yeah, some of us have. And they're really, and those kinds of jobs, that's when stress starts to get to you because at those pay rates, you usually have a high level of responsibility.
Per year because it was salaried. I think it was. I don't even know. Anyway, I remember I ended up working late and not even, being able to claim the extra hours. It's just what people did. Sometimes you work late, blah, 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 So,
that's what salary is. They give you guidelines for your hours. It's like if you can get your job done within these timeframes, fantastic. But we can also request you to work over those hours. That's the penalty of having a higher paying salary job. When you are paid by the hour, you are paid by the hours that you physically work. That's why salary sometimes sucks.
So it was just exhausting. And that was a promotion. Like I got promoted up from the temporary job I was in. I was filling a maternity position in another department, like schizophrenia department.
I bet they didn't.
The time was coming close where the girl was coming back. So I started looking at internal.
Not someone with those skill levels? No way. You would have to be like an office manager. You would literally have to be able to do everything and then manage people under you and keep that entire office and all the doctors' lives running.
Postings, right? And that came up. And I was bilingual because the doctor was very French. So they liked that I was bilingual. And so I talked to the doctor, pure French, I never talked to her in English, really.
Is that the one with Christina Applegate in it? Yes, I remember that. I loved that movie because she redesigned all the uniforms and it and the executives loved it, and she was getting the assistant who knew how to do the job to do all the reports for her, and she was pretending to be a CEO. I remember that. I used to watch that movie all the time, and I had the brother who was the chef because the mum was on holiday and the old babysitter died. Oh, that was a good one.
I guess I just, she didn't think I was good enough. I know that's the real reason. We just didn't get along, and we butted heads a lot. So yeah, that's part of my life I thought I'd tell you about that's more recent than my childhood. I mean, after that, I started YouTube and I told you guys so many things about my life, so many story times. Then I started doing lives.
You're right. It wasn't a promotion, Sage. Her contract was running out and she applied for it, lied on her resume, and she got the job. If she said that she didn't know how to do Excel and that she wasn't bilingual, she would not have got that job because she wasn't qualified. She didn't get promoted. She applied for a job beyond her skill set. That's why she got fired because they were looking for a reason. They probably looked for something to get her on within the salary contract, and time theft is something that you can get fired over. It takes longer to what do they call it? They call them manage someone out when you have to put them on a retraining plan. And if they don't seem to get it, like a management plan, and it just takes months and months and months and months to get someone out, you have to find them on something concrete that's like, nah, this is a fireable offense. And they just didn't have their admin. They just didn't have their HR stuff in a row. So that's why she got the settlement. But yeah, it wasn't a promotion. She just applied for something she wasn't qualified for.
And showing you my life day to day, being very open about everything.
Movie.
And now I guard some of my privacy. I'm still pretty open about a lot of things, and I have been. I never learn. Anyway, I guess that's it. That was so good. Yeah, I was so hungry. So yeah.
Hi, the Queen. Hello.
That's about it. That's all I have to talk about. And I have nothing else to eat.
You have nothing else to eat. You just ate 12 inches of bread and sauce, a packet of chips, and 4 cookies. Big ones. Big, huge ones. You just ate enough for 2 adults. And not all adults could even eat that. Like, fucking hell, foodie. Jesus Christ.
I feel satisfied, but not stuffed. I'm definitely a bottomless pit. I gotta watch for
that. What do you mean watch for it? Watch out for it. Like it's a new thing that's just come up in your life. You are the way you are because you're a bottomless pit. Watch out for it. What do you mean? You order the food. You sit down and go, yeah, I'm going to get 2 6 inches. Yeah, I'll get four cookies because you probably get 2 cookies per roll. And I'm also, yes, I'm going to say yes to a side of chips. What do you mean look out for it? You lean into it. You aren't tripping over it. You're jumping on it deliberately. You're like diving in.
I don't know how Substop gets away with being pretty much an exact replica of Subway without, like, how is it legal?
Well, I couldn't think of how to say it. It took me a while to think of it. Substop is to Subway as Foodie is to being a Muslim. Looks like a Muslim. She tries to sound like a Muslim, but she ain't a Muslim. She just looks the part, but she's not the part. Just like Substop. It looks like Subway, tastes like Subway, but it's not Subway. It's the same thing.
Because they're steak and cheese. Like the ingredients are the same, but it's just has nothing to do with Subway. I don't remember the story, but anyway. All right, guys.
She will never admit that the cameo is a failure because she was so proud of it and it's such a flex. And then she'll always be like, oh, I've got 100K subscribers. It's like, yeah, well, we know that only about 30,000 of them are active.
I guess that's it for now. I had too many olives. I love Olive. Olive is my middle name. Mary Olive. All right, guys. Thanks for having dinner with me. I hope it made you hungry. I hope you had something good to eat. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye. It didn't make me hungry. It never, ever makes me hungry. I don't know about anybody else. It kind of makes me less hungry and it makes me feel like really watching sort of like, oh, I don't want to have the extra snacks because I don't need them. All right, so let's pull up Mr. Snowflake. Mr. Snowflake is okay with us watching this so soon since it's been raced. So nobody freak out, okay? He looks so cute in his little cow costume. I can't believe he bought that. I bet that was Jimmy's suggestion. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, share screen. Now, bring him up. Okay. It's meant to be a black screen. I'm just gonna stop the camera just in case my shirt comes up. I don't want you to see all my bits. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so now we're going to start watching Mrs. Snowflake. Now, when I saw the picture that he used for for like the theme of this one, I was just like, oh my God, the shirt came just in time. I didn't buy a men's shirt this time. I just got like a normal size lady one. And now I remember why I buy the men's ones, because for some reason they think women only want to wear like baby doll fitted shirt. And no, we don't. But this is a different cut of shirt. So don't judge me by the cut of the shirt. It is a girl shirt. But we'll start watching and then I'll show you my new design. Oh, before we do that, I'll drop the next lot of memberships. We'll do that. We'll do that first. Okay, let me just go in here. Got to find the right one. Where am I? Oh, that's not the one. Is that the one? No, hang on. This is the one. Okay. Ready, steady. Everybody cross your fingers, okay? We got to try and see if Ghost can get one, because she misses out every time and it's not fair. Okay. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Mandy got one. Crab Bubbles got, my other car got one. Oh, no luck this time, Ghost. Damn it. But we tried. Hi, Bo. Okay, so where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Oh, just looking for her so I can remod her, because mods can't get memberships. So I took her off so she could get one. If she, Ghost, if you just want to comment in the chat, and when it comes up, I will. There you go. There you go. You've got your wrench back now, guys. We'll try again next month, eh? All right, let's go. Go to this one. Okay. And let me know if you can hear it.
She said, what about a kid's penis?
It is, yes, I think a lot of us have forgotten what she actually said, and I think because she deleted the stream, what she said in her high dazed state after the Omegle thing went down. Hi, Frosty. Ooh, are you prepping, Frosty? What are you prepping for? Oh no! Oh, Oh, Sage. Sage has come in clutch. She's trying. Oh, see, it's no good now because I just remodded Ghost. She won't be eligible now. Let me see. Let me see. We're trying hard for you here, Ghost. We're trying so hard. Okay. I don't know how it's going to work, though. Oh, look, I'll leave you off as a moderator until the end of the stream, Ghost, and we'll just see what happens. But lucky, we've got Susie Manuzzi, Gas Station Sushi. I love Gas Station Sushi. Greeny Bluish and Cherry Bomb. Oh, that's a sassy name. Deb got one. Woo! How's your hoodie, Deb? And I didn't read out the other people before. Crab Apples, Mandy, my other car. Oh, hang on. And Bev Darley. Yeah. Manitoba Fatty. Manitoba, is that a country or a city or a place? Anyway, congratulations to all the cookie cutters. Woo! And thank you, Sage. That's very much appreciated. All right. Now, Ghost is no longer a moderator. So if anybody else, I'm not saying you have to, but she's eligible. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's go. Oh, did you? Oh, because I didn't think that was possible. Because that's what I've looked up. And I even asked Skinny about that. All right, listening, got to pay attention to teacher. It's a province. Okay. Oh.
I've heard many different words and phrases when it comes to describing foodie beauty. Insane.
Oh, completely off topic. And before we get into it, because I know we're just going to get all absorbed into what he's saying. But there is just something about a man that looks like a lumberjack dressed in a cow onesie that just makes you go, oh, so adorable. Like he just looks so adorable and squishy and tiny and baby.
Deluded. Selfish.
Oh.
Excellent driver, though. But I think the two best descriptions for foodie are baby reindeer and single white female. A show and a film about two scary individuals, unhinged women.
Michael B. Petty, is that who you mean, Matt?
I thought I'd seen the worst of foodie's strange behaviour when it came to
He's a lol
Red
cow.
Flag Man. But compared to this episode,
Not Michael B. Petty.
Child's Play was nothing. And the main reason for erratic behaviour being turned all the way up to 11 in this episode is her fault, obviously. Dom's fault. And it's the fault of another woman who's entered Dom's life. A woman named Dee Dee.
Every single thing this has had face this week has been my grocery bill. Do you want me to pull up bank account?
All right. I want the woman who's there.
Look, whoever did that picture of Dee Dee, and I think it was Jimmy, they did Dee Dee dirty. However, we totally knew who they were trying to depict in that picture. But why does her face looking so crooked like that? Why does it make it more accurate?
To know that that knife that he's using, that freaking turns you on with his knife skills, that's my knife. I bought it.
This Dee Dee woman, she rocks up about Christmas time. I think she's there just before Christmas, but I know she's there on Christmas Day in one of his videos. Not the best present he could have got foodie for Christmas, though he did give a gonorrhea in the mouth once, so
He did.
could have been
He's a
worse.
generous
Could have been
fella.
worse.
The phone is my phone. And the one he's going to...
Now, I hate this type of people. I hate these types of people. When they give you a gift and when they get mad at you, they want to take it away. It's like, well, you're using my phone. In some states in America, if you pay someone's bill, but they are the one who use it, it's like their phone. They use it from day to day and it's got their contact details on it. Doesn't matter who pays the bill. It is their possession. You can't be like, well, I pay for it. It's mine. No, you can't do that.
I'll probably record you naked. That's my phone. Without you knowing about it.
What's weird is, well, it's all weird, but what's weird is
I know.
they had this whole backstory that they'd known each other for 10 years and he was mates with one of her exes. And it was all just to say that they were friends. They were nothing more than friends, apparently. But in reality, and there's a word we won't be using much in the foodieverse, in reality, this woman was a fan of foodie beauties, and because of foodie, the internet had been subjected to Dom, and so had this Dee Dee woman.
You have no problem eating, sleeping, and laughing with other people. You have no problem. The comforter on your bed, Veron, I bought that at Walmart. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The iPad, the ring light, oh yeah, the ring light you're gonna use like this. Thanks for the super chat. I'm gonna let you have it tonight. You want to have fun with your friends and eat with Sin and Sharmula? I'm gonna have fun with you tonight, and then I'm gonna be done with you. Goodbye. And trust me, you trust me.
It seems like her listing off all the things that she's purchased for him is meant to make him look bad. It just makes her look really pathetic and like, I'm just trying to buy you. I'm just trying to win you over. Like, that's on you. If you've bought them out of the generosity of your own heart and he's willing to accept them, that's on you, not him.
You're gonna me more than I need. You need me more than I need you.
Hi,
Like,
Jody.
you people are stupid. Like, people who are saying things like,
Hi,
people
Beach
who
Flower,
it
hi.
mind boggles me that you say you're hypocritical because you'll say to me, actions speak louder than words. You don't see by his actions that we're together or what? Come on now. If you're gonna say you were never with me, then you use me for all those things because you accepted them willing, no problem, and you told me you love me. I showed the text messages for that. So lying. Just admit it on your live stream right now that
if somebody offers you an iPhone out of the blue without you asking for it and they accept it, is that using them? Is that using someone for the phone? I mean, I could probably imagine that Nada would be dropping hints like, oh, this phone doesn't work very well. It's so hard to call my family and I really miss my family. I wish I could talk to them and the camera doesn't work on this one. It'd be really great if I had another. I'm sure he was like manipulating her into thinking, oh, the best gift that I can give him would be a brand new phone without directly outright asking for it. But if you give someone a present and they didn't ask for it, that's not using you.
love me and tell everybody, or fine, I'll look crazy
That's right.
one last time, and then after that, you'll never see my face ever again.
I definitely began to notice the money talk
Beach
more
Flower.
and more.
I hate it.
I've bought this for you. I've done this for you. I paid for this. I paid for your phone. She loved that one. I paid your phone this month.
I'm turning your phone on to be nice to you and to try to talk to you, and I feel so pathetic even saying that.
But Dom didn't owe a relationship just because she paid his phone.
You know my boyfriend. I'm not your pay your girlfriend enough to pay your rent and give you shit.
But that's definitely how she saw it, and she would try and use that against them all the time.
Again, that's on Foodie. If he is not saying you are his girlfriend and you are still forking out and paying his rent, that is on you. That is you being like, well, I pay his rent, so therefore I'm totally girlfriend material. No, until he says, I want to be your boyfriend and I want you to be my girlfriend, everything that you give him is just you just forking out money. It'd be like buying it for your best friend or a stranger on the street. It is what it is. It doesn't mean he's your boyfriend. That means if I went to the shop and bought a meal and a pair of shoes and sent them to Namjoon from BTS in Korea, does that mean he's my boyfriend now because I bought him something? No, because he's not in on the relationship. He has no idea. Just because you buy someone stuff doesn't mean that they are immediately yours. It's not ownership. They're not chattel.
I did this for you. Now you give me love.
Hi, Panda.
Oh, you didn't give me love. Right, I'm turning your phone off. But Foodie, that's not how relationships work. At least not the healthy ones.
Why am I not allowed at your house just to get my stuff? Like, treat me like I was like nothing. Like I'm a piece of dirt. Like I was never anything.
As well as noticing all of the I paid for this nonsense talk, I noticed more and more talk of Foodie saying, "Oh, I've left this at Dom's house. I'm gonna have to go get it. Oh, I hate him. I'm never seeing him again. I can't stand the guy. Oh, I've left my handkerchief at Dom's house. I'm gonna have to go and get it." But we knew why she wanted to go around this time. We knew why she was going back.
And you're saying she's not sleeping there, but she just magically appears every time she smells your food cooking out of nowhere. Express that no. And Dee Dee, you look like a loser. Like, how fun of a trip is that for you to come all the way in a blizzard just for a friend?
Nothing was going to stop her from going around. Audience, Dom, Dee Dee, common sense. Nothing was going to stop her getting over there, getting in that house.
Should I just go and bang on the door and like get my stuff? No, I'm not going to leave alone until I get my stuff. I need my medical device. How do you shut off the iPad?
And the fact that she is the laziest human being in the world, it would have been safer, easier, simpler for her to just order a brand new one. And she had the money at this time. She was still making good money. She could have just bought herself one. She could have bought herself two. She could have had one and a spare. She could have just done the safe thing, because if he was so dangerous and so hot-tempered and had hurt her before, wouldn't you want to not get into an argument about getting your stuff back by going to his home? Wouldn't you just be like, I'm just going to leave the CPAP. I'm just going to buy myself a new one. I'm just going to get a new one. I'm going to get it posted to me and I'll be okay. I can go another night without it. I've gone the last couple of weeks without it, or last week or so. Another night will be fine.
Ooh, I can disable the device from remotely.
High five,
You're
guys.
right.
Hi.
While I was watching this play out, I was
Tia
thinking,
Maria.
she's not just addicted
It's
to
Tia
Dom.
Marie.
She's addicted to, and I know I'm late to the party as always, but she's addicted to the drama. She absolutely loves it. She's playing up to the camera. All the attention, it's on her, and she loves it. I think a more sensible person probably wouldn't shut off Dom's iPad and end his live stream.
Oh my God,
Foodie
that's
is
creepy.
the type of person to pretend she desperately needs this CPAP machine to help her breathe.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair, CPAPs are really good.
She needs it or she's going to die. She has to have it now or she's going to...
I don't think I'd ever want to be around him and Jimmy together when they've both been drinking. I think you would literally have to be watching your back every minute. Not because they're going to like do anything bad to you, but they would be punking you and pranking you nonstop. I think you'd be just so like twitchy and like, oh no, I think that'd be a menace, the pair of them.
drop dead tonight. I'll lay dead.
Well, I disabled the iPad, but he might still be able to use it though. Like with his Wi-Fi, I don't know how they would disable it remotely.
Yeah, Thunder Rain, that's right. It is something you would do as a teenager or in college or as a 20-year-old. When you're in that learning not to be toxic or you're learning to get along, if you don't already have those skills, it's something that you don't do as a 30-year-old unless you're just a narcissistic, manipulative, toxic human being. It is a behavior that you lose after a certain amount of time and a certain amount of relationships. Not 30. Nuh-uh. I think it was her upbringing. She's just spoiled and she's used to just getting what she wants.
And if you're with somebody, you're supposed to ask. He doesn't care. Like,
they would be
he doesn't
rascals.
like the same thing with May.
Sassy
Didn't ask me about
would.
that. You just go to a hotel room and meet another person.
Mm-hmm.
I know Foodie Beauty has said our reaction channels and their armchair psychology. Sorry, I wanted it sexy there.
He sure did.
Their
Wow.
armchair psychology. But I don't think you need to be a psychologist to realize that she just loves it. She's living for the drama.
You better give me my back. I'm not coming out for nothing.
All day she's been ranting about this CPAP, about how she needs this CPAP to live, about how she could die in her sleep without this CPAP. How many nights have you gone without this CPAP machine, Chantal? And now you want
Exactly, Zach. Oh, I feel exactly the same way. She's just making up excuses.
to go because
You
Dina
go.
Vega Doo-Doo's over there and you want to get your CPAP machine all of a sudden. Now, all of a sudden, it's a big-ass deal for you.
Not ever like giving me the love I need.
Puppy.
I give you so much. I give you so much.
You can't buy love, Foodie.
You have another woman there.
Let me see if I sound like Pulpy when I say it, because we've got the same accent. We're from the same area. Okay, let me see. Let's hear Pulpy say
For
it.
you.
Not ever like giving me the love I need. I give you so much. I give you so much.
You can't buy love.
You can't buy love. It sounds kind of the same, doesn't it?
Foodie.
You have another
Hootie.
woman there having
Alex is just shocked.
Stupid.
Alex is shook, is totally shook. His mouth just dropped open.
Goner filled piece of giraffe looking. Go in and talk to them. Oh, I think he's calling me. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna go to the door.
The reason that this is why it's moments like this that make me think I doubt how frightened she was of Nada. I think he did things, but I don't think she was genuinely that fearful of him, like in that general way that you would be of someone who was horrifically abusive to you. She's giggling, she's laughing, she thinks this is funny. She's approaching his door knowing he's going to get mad. He's cooking, so she knows he's got like stuff in the kitchen that could be like Abby. But she's, oh, this is funny. Somebody you are terrified of, you would not deliberately put yourself into a circumstance where you would get into a verbal fight like this over a CPAP machine. This is what makes me doubt her claims. It's these kind of situations.
Yo, can I get my stuff? Okay, well, let me in then.
We love to watch the drama, Beach Flower. We don't like to be in the drama. Otherwise, we would be having these kind of incidents with the people close to us. I don't have these kind of fights with my husband. I don't have these kind of fights with my best friends. I don't have these kind of fights with my mum, my son, my stepson, my bestie at work, my bosses. I don't bring drama because drama brings itself. Life fucks around with you enough that you don't have to attract it into your life. It will come in its own way. She thrives on it because she's empty. It makes her feel important.
I just want my stuff.
Where's my video?
I've taken you off mod just in case there's more memberships dropped. And somebody said that you could be a mod and still get the membership. But I figure if I keep you out and we're wrong about the mod thing, at least it gives you a better chance to get the gifted membership if another one's dropped. Before the stream ends, I will put you back into mod mode. I just want to give you the best statistical chances to get a free membership.
Video.
Can you bring it back? You can bring it back. Break it.
No. Yo.
Yeah.
I want my stuff.
That's annoying here.
I'm trying so hard for you, Ghost. I really am.
Yeah, I want my stuff.
I feel bad.
I will. I want my stuff.
Cool.
Let me get my. What's your problem?
You want to call the cops?
I want my.
Oh, 911.
Hi, Rudy.
For real?
Thank you. It is 5:07 here.
Give me my stuff. I want to. I'm here to get. You said I can't.
I give it to you.
You said I can come get my stuff.
I give it to you.
You said I can come get my stuff. So go let me get my.
Where's my video?
What video?
I need my live stream.
I didn't delete live stream. But when I turn the phone off, it's like, do you want to also disable the device? And I say yes. I just want my CPAP machine.
Not with these people. You need to sit down by yourself. See what you're doing. Think about it.
While you have wine with somebody?
God, Foodie, just stop. Go home, have a cup of tea.
That was very telling. She went over there to get her all-important CPAP machine, her life-saving device, just so at that time and that place, just so she could interrupt the time with Dee Dee. She thinks if I go around there, it's going to spoil the night. They're not going to be able to kiss and cuddle and joke and have a good time. I'm just going to ruin their evening. What makes you think that after she left and she got her CPAP breathing machine, that they didn't just snort some snow and bang like ferrets all night long? Her coming around wouldn't have put them off their game. No way, no chance. But in her sick mind, it's like, I just got to get in that house and just ruin shit. That's what she needed. She just wanted to interrupt the romance.
God, Foodie, just stop.
Hi,
Go
Antonis.
home, have a cup of
Hi.
tea. Sit down. Just stop. It's too much. I mean, to be fair, he should have just given her the CPAP machine, and she would have went away. Well, maybe, and she might have went away. But again, he was joining in on the imaginary game. I was going to say chess, checkers.
Someone helps you build your house, you kick them out?
Get me my house.
And
No,
ignore
I rent
them?
this place.
Mm.
That's what I rent. I
Yeah.
knew the engineer was here who built this place.
No, but I help you pay for it.
Before what?
Let me get.
I assume that Dom must have lived like 10 minutes away from her. The amount of time she would go over. 45 minutes? 45 minutes there. And 45 minutes back.
Oh, God,
I
don't say
couldn't be
that.
asked. But then again, I don't have her motivation.
No, I don't. Look, dog, that is just no. No. I don't want to think it made them randier. Like, that's really sick, but probably that makes me feel very uncomfortable. The word randier is it triggered me a little. What?
For pettiness. Anyway, she was getting nowhere. He wasn't going to give her
Oh,
back.
yuck.
So she got back in her car, drove around for a while,
She did meet a
egged
match.
the audience on to call the police. I was watching it and I was thinking, why doesn't she just call the police? And then she knows it's been done. And then it hit me, much like Foodie hitting a bunch of animals in her car. She wanted the police called to get her stuff to win this game of Imaginary Connect 4. But she didn't want to do it herself, because if she did it herself, there's a big chance this off and on nonsense thing they had would just be off.
What you did?
It was just seeing it written down just hit me like, oh, Randy. Ugh. Do we all remember this coat? Like, she could barely drive in this coat because she's so big and the coat was oversized, but it just kept creeping up around her face and stuff. And oh, it was a nightmare.
I think I was going to call the cops. I didn't actually. Somebody else did. But that's what you get.
So if somebody did call the cops and Foodie didn't have to do it.
Oh,
It's quite smart of her.
Oh, Bo.
Oh, no, I'm
That
just giving
sounds
Foodie
nice.
Beauty a
Mocha cream
compliment.
cake, yum.
Oh, no, I've become everything I hate.
I'm a cappuccino, but you can only get those in Kuwait. Where did you get one? I bet yours didn't have fancy drawings on the top, though.
I just proved that you're a liar. You lied. You said I can have it. You don't give it back to me. There's the police. I don't want to go in the house. Hi. Hi. Hold on, guys.
The cops enter Dom's place. He's still streaming, but he moved.
I'm absolutely loving the depiction and just what goes through their mind. Do you reckon? No, because is THC legal in Britain? Are they allowed to get like buzzed? Or is this literally, what is that in his hand? What is this thing? Oh, he's playing a saxophone. Why are they playing instruments? Why are the Mounties playing an instrument? Does he think they're in a band? That's weird. But I like that he's labeled this the CPAP because I would never have known that that's a CPAP. And why does Nada look like a weasel? Is that a weasel? What kind of animal is that? Is it a weasel or a ferret? I don't know. What are your guesses? Let's all guess what kind of animal Jimmy's drawn him as.
Moves the camera, and he thinks he mutes it, but he doesn't because he's dead smart. He's going to strike me for that now because he's dead smart. So you hear everything. He gives his phone number away. For once, it wasn't Foodie doxing somebody. But the best thing for me was when the cops said to him, "So you've had an argument with your ex," and he said, "She's not my ex. She's just a friend." Like even to the cops being live streamed, Foodie's just embarrassed once again. Starting to like Dom now. Oh no, me and Dom are going to become best friends. No, that would be utterly ridiculous. And the dislike button is just down there. Anyway, a long, horrible, ridiculous story short. The cops managed to get the CPAP back to Foodie. So this horrible, horrible night was over.
The coward didn't give me, the cops bring me the machine in a bag. No power cord, no mask. This piece of crap knows I need that. Now I don't have a machine because he doesn't give a f***. Die in my sleep. So if I die in my sleep, the blood's on your hands.
That was a lot. Something like that would normally be the end of one of these episodes, the big drama. But it just shows how crazy things are getting. That's our opener. The relationship between Dom and Foodie.
Foodie is a layer cake of drama. You think she can't get lower, and she just keeps scooping, just keeps tunneling, just keeps going lower and lower. She's big and I think Foodie. Do you guys know what a long drop toilet is? Do you have those? I think country folk might know what they are. You know what a long drop is? Where you just dig a really, really, really big hole and you poop in it, and then you cover it up with sawdust. And some people put chemicals in it to break down the poop. Long drop toilets. That's what I think Foodie's digging her life into, is a long drop.
Foodie is it was just so drama filled. Last episode, that's all it was. It was just Foodie and Dom. There was no room for any side characters. I forgot there were side characters. Pete's is really an important character.
Oh, exactly.
I didn't even get to Pete's last episode, which is a shame.
And you got to watch for
really
spiders. That's right.
He's a really fun character.
Katie Marie, just off. Go. You know, Katie Marie, one more comment and I'm just blocking you, okay? Last chance. Like one chance here. Shut the up or I'm just going to straight up blocking you. Because you're and you're getting on my nerves. You have nothing worthwhile to say. So shut the up or I shut you up. Yeah, Katie Marie, just go the away. Stay off my channel. Never come back. You're a idiot. You're an asshole. You're a
Now, gaming widows. I don't know if anybody here is married to a gamer or have teenage sons that game, but does that not sound like some of them when they're talking to their friends online? Not as much swearing, but the volume and the intensity. And you think, is everything okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm just talking to someone on the game. And you're like, oh my God, you need to be nicer. And they're like, no, this is how we talk to each other. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what this energy reminds me of. Like teenage boys talking to each other over a game of, I don't know, Assassin's Creed or fucking, I don't know, Code of Duty or Call of Duty or whatever.
prick who's just trying to up. So just you stupid.
Hi, Meh. I did see you before.
Stop it. Like just
Phoning up, baby.
just off.
That's funny.
Yeah, Pete's had
He's an
started his own
easy
YouTube
one,
channel.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, Pete's YouTube channel. That's going to be fun and exciting and a lovely watch. And it
No,
wasn't.
and I'm not saying all gamers. It is absolutely not all. I'm just saying some of us could probably relate to some of that energy, not, you know, the loudness. You think they're having a fight, but they're just talking to each other.
So my depression has been getting worse and worse.
Yes, I know.
I spent the last 2 days in bed.
Gamers.
Barely got out of bed, like at all. And even when I did, it was only for like a couple hours.
Not having to go at the guy for being depressed, that's obviously not nice. But a lot of his channel was Pete's just unhappy and angry, and he just didn't seem to enjoy being a YouTuber.
I can honestly say I never went into Pete's streams and watched any of them because I've got my own reasons for not really I don't really talk about Pete's. Got my own reasons for not talking about Pete's and just not investing because I can't. It's a bit weird for me. But how is Pete's going? Does anybody know like what's he up to? Because he only comes across my timeline and like when he's mentioned as an afterthought in the foodieverse, but I don't know. I haven't checked in with Pete's at all because I'm honestly not that interested. But I'm assuming he's okay.
Can't get the battery compartment open. Listen to what I say. I cannot get the battery compartment open. Where it is, the way it is set up, the way it is wired.
It's a lot.
The compartment is inaccessible. It is
accessible. So telling me to just change the battery, I literally
can't.
See? Fine. She's still alive. See? Look at her. Happy? Are you satisfied? Can you shut the battery now?
The thing that I don't like about that scene is the poor cat, because cats pick up on your energy, right? And she's just, she's pretty docile sitting there, but he's like giving her a little bit of a jiggle. She's okay. She's not gonna hurt her. But the energy in the room, cats pick up on that shit. And that made me feel a little bit like in the chest. Oh, I wish they hadn't have put that bit in.
I don't know if we're going to spend any more time on Pete's in the next few
that makes
episodes.
you feel
If
mad
we do, it's going to be
sad.
minimal.
I don't like
I guess. Might be nothing. So I'll say it now.
Sucks.
I had a look
and then
at his
Tim
YouTube
Bit
channel now in the present time. Barely anybody watching. People just trying to get a reaction from Pete's, and he gives them it almost every time.
Thanks for making it impossible for me to have a good time.
It was just a bit of a sad channel, which is a shame because Pete's was the fun character in the foodieverse, wasn't he? He was the comic relief, the Jar Jar Binks of the foodie world.
They have started recording a Let's Play of Mass Effect 2.
Hey!
2 episodes into it.
Can you turn the camera? Jeez. God.
Well, I wasn't gonna sit in your spot on the couch. Jeez. Did you smell what came out of your ass?
Pete's, I think, for me, is sadly in the lol cow category now.
Yeah, that was
All right,
not.
this is already an absolute show. I'm fed up. I'm done already.
I mean, there is some rough play you can do with like little kittens and stuff like that, you know, wrestling with your hands and stuff. But BBJ was like 17, 18 years old. Like, she's old. That, like, no, you got to be gentle and careful with old cats like that. And the fact that she was in pain, we know she was in pain with her arthritis and stuff. It just makes you even more mad that they just didn't take the time to care. They were always talking about how old she is, but you got to care for a cat. That it's special because it's rare for a cat to get that old. You know, like, oh, stupid idiots.
Even though I think he's a bit of a lol cow, I still didn't like when Dom would come on camera.
No,
and he'd be saying
animal,
all this horrible stuff
But
about Pete, right?
That is right, but you mean like a special, like to be shook and jinked around, and the thing, like my cat likes it when you rub over his eyes, like just gently and stuff, and you do that. You know how with cats, like you know how they like to grab and pretend that they're like disemboweling you, and you wrestle around with them, but you do it in a gentle way. But he was not gentle. But if you twist like older cats in the wrong way, it's so much more physically demanding to wrestle and play with cats when they get older than it is a kitten. And he was too rough. They're flipping her upside down and stuff like that. Like, fuck. Did BBJ seem like the kind of cat who liked to do those sorts of things? No.
Next to Foodie, and Foodie wouldn't say a thing. Wouldn't stick up for Pete's.
My buddy.
You think me being like, hey, I don't think you should talk badly about Pete's is going to go over too well? I'm trying to keep the peace, so I say nothing.
No, what you do is if your prospective, not boyfriend, says stuff about your best friend of 23 years, you say, listen up here, asshole. You talk about my friends like that, I'm out of here. I've known them longer than you. I love that person. I don't want to hear any shit talk. If you can't keep the peace, you don't get to have me. I don't want to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't got anything nice to say, do not say anything at all. That would be a massive red flag. If they feel comfortable enough to talk shit about my best friend in front of me, and I'm just supposed to take it, that is a massive red flag. That's a fuck off flag from me.
Pete's is as loyal
Hi,
to
Jerry
Foodie
Joyce.
as anyone can be to anyone else. Even when Pete's made that video saying, guys,
Oh, how did you get 3 kittens? Did you adopt them? Are you fostering them? Just a side note, how did you get 3 kittens? And what are their names? Have you named them yet? Are we allowed to name them? Little girls, little boys, what kind? I need to know more.
Pressed. Foodie couldn't care less.
That doesn't happen, and I can't cure his depression, guys. Okay? It's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen in one day. So
No, but what you can be is if you know your friend is in peril and they're at home and they're saying some suicidal ideations and people in your chat are saying something's up with Pete, you don't piss off to your boyfriend's place because you can't cure depression. Sometimes just having someone by your side in the house to talk to in case you have a moment, people are less likely to harm themselves if there's somebody in the house with them. But you just be like, I can't cure his depression, so I'm just not going to hang around in the moment where he's most vulnerable. I'm going to piss off and go to my friend's place, my not boyfriend's place for the night. Yeah, but we're supposed to take so much care and consideration for her mental health. Yeah. And we know it's a pattern because she did basically the same thing with Shannon.
I'm very depressed myself.
And
I
she's
stand here
had
for you
babies.
anytime. I have my phone
That's a small
on.
litter. Did she have a bigger litter or did she only have the 3? Or is she a little cat?
I can't.
Hi, Dan.
I mean,
hi. Good morning, Dan.
Expect what? That I would go spend the whole day with my depressed friend? You're predictable too. I don't know, Sabrina. I don't know. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know. Like, you guys know I can't even go to my own therapy and lay out my own life plan. And you want me to do this for somebody else? Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's too much. It's too much. It is. It's not like, oh, I just can't even deal. What do you want me to do? Go and cuddle in bed with him?
Hmm.
I'm going
Are you going to keep them
spend the night
all?
with my
Are you going to keep them all? I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the kitten talk. Are you keeping them all, Antonis, or are you going to try and adopt them out?
boyfriend.
Pete admits he's depressed, and straight away, she goes over to Dom's house, 45 minutes away, and if he wanted to call her, she's always beezing. Foodie, I'm really depressed. Well, he wouldn't say Foodie, would he? Chantal, I'm really depressed. Oh, I've got to go see me non-boyfriend and not speak to you all night.
That's
Don't
so
top yourself, though,
lucky.
mate?
Lucky.
Some friend.
I am a very good friend to Pete's, and I'm not going to let people friggin' shame me for that. Sorry.
How was Foodie a good friend to Pete's? Just because she paid for his stuff, that does not make you a good friend. That parent, toxic parents pay for stuff. That doesn't make you a good parent just because you're paying for things. A good friend is supportive. They're there when you need them. They're generous. They're encouraging. They're a cheerleader. They're invested. They're interested in you. You share common interests. You don't always have to hang out together, but like you know that if you need them, like they're there to fall back on. How was Foodie like that for Pete? She paid his rent, and that was it. She didn't do shit to help him.
So Pete was depressed.
I'm jealous.
Foodie was depressed around this time. She was always talking about mental health.
You've got 4
struggles.
though.
Obviously, her being off and on with Dom, and just him being in her life was the main factor to her mental health problems. And I still don't know if this next bit you're gonna see was this Dom, was this mental health, or was this something else? You decide.
Other way, like this. And this, ladies, we are now at a stage where the curtains match the drapes.
Oh my god, you've got your hands full, Antonis.
I have a weird hairline.
What's everyone's guess? Do we think that this was an emotional like meltdown, like a mental break? Or do you think she was just sick of the hair? I think this was like a mental breakdown. I think she could not handle the situation with Nada. I think she just had to express herself and do something drastic. And I'm glad it was shaving the head. I'm glad it wasn't something else. But I think she had a mini mental breakdown.
I think I'm getting the hang of it now.
I know he loves.
No more hair fibers.
I think if Antonis had the opportunity, he would come to my house, steal my buddy, put him in his pocket, and take him home.
You know how much that makes me happy?
Mental
inside?
break.
I
mental
shaved
break.
my head.
Added drama.
It feels
Yeah,
awesome.
that's true.
It feels
Well,
free,
it
like-
was. It was dramatic.
What would you like? Rub my head.
Trap house.
So let's get all glammed
Yes,
up.
probably.
Naturally. This is amazing. I can't believe I didn't do this before. Honestly, it's a bit hard right now today. Like at one point, I didn't even know what the hell I'm going to do with myself. You know when you're so depressed? What are we going to have for supper, guys? Start thinking. I'm getting hungry.
Oh my god.
She mentioned being depressed there.
Now, I'm going to say something that is going to probably get me in trouble. I don't know, but it may, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't know if it's wrong or not. Sometimes if you're not sure, you shouldn't say it. With her head shaved, I'm going to say it because, look, with her head shaved and when she wears this makeup, she looks like a drag queen to me. A not very good one. When they're just sort of learning their craft and they're honing their makeup skills and they're just starting to figure out who they are and they're just playing with makeup. That's what she looks like. She's giving a very masculine energy right now. Like she's a guy trying to look like a very feminine woman in a very heavy-handed way. Is that wrong? Is that wrong to say? Because that's what she's giving me.
And I'm getting hungry.
She mentioned being depressed there, but I know she always struggled with her hair being thin and not growing in properly. I don't know. She was always acting like she was going through a breakup.
And that's why I think she's in that learning stage. She hasn't refined the craft because she's one of those messy ones, just a beginner. She doesn't have her drag mum yet.
But Dom, and now that Dee Dee had entered the picture, must have felt like she was definitely going through
a
breakup. What do you do when you go through a breakup? You change your hair. Foodie did that. Get a tattoo.
I want to qualify. I will qualify, Mary. I don't think Foodie Beauty and all of her habits transfer over to drag queens. Absolutely not. just when she used to have her full kit of makeup on and she didn't have a wig on, it would give me very much drag queen vibes. But I'm thinking most human beings, drag queens, drag everybody included, probably has better hygiene than Foodie Beauty.
Foodie did that. So it probably did feel like she was going through a breakup.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice that a fans.
Oh.
It's baffling that she had fans left at this point, but a lot of the audience weren't mocking her for shaving
That would
her
have been a great
head.
Halloween outfit.
They were
She
on
could have
her
gone as
side.
Uncle
That was
Sister.
quite nice, I guess. I didn't want anyone to be cruel unnecessarily.
I'm actually like surprised everyone likes it so much. It's weird for me.
If she did shave her head because she was
Oh.
having a moment,
Jesus.
I understand it. I definitely understand it.
Oh.
I'm empathizing with Foodie Beauty.
Ugh.
Get it off. But I could see why she would be having a moment. She loved Dom, and it was
I know all the pauses, but can we just
this
take
time he was coming into why she would be
a
having a
second?
moment.
I just want to give a slow clap. Slow clap to Mr. Snowflake's barber. Look at that fade. That is a really, really good fade. I mean, the front's a bit choppy, but it's dark and the lighting's weird and he probably doesn't have any product and he probably doesn't use any. But that fade is a masterpiece.
She loved Dom, and it was this time he was coming into live streams mocking her, wearing her clothes, showing a big crusty underwear. So I totally get it if she was feeling a bit off that.
Of course, and he's gonna come on and gaslight. Just watch. Gaslight, call me a whore, make fun of me, put on my underwear, show my crusty underwear. But I'm just telling you, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to destroy me. He can't control me anymore. So now what he's gonna do is try to control how others look at me. And because I'm a strong woman and not taking his shit anymore, he's gonna like probably try to come after me somehow.
And joking aside, I actually thought she suited the bald head. It doesn't mean I love you, Foodie. Don't DM me. Okay, DM me.
He wants her to slide into the DMs. Do you reckon she talked to him like Salah spoke to Kai Bella? But we remember the undies. And what was the big scandal with the undies? It had green. It had green on them, which was really weird because you usually don't get that discoloration unless, as you ladies would know, guys, you probably don't know this, is if you've had a really bad blowout during your cycle and you've washed it and then you just can't get it out. And from the washing, it sometimes goes that funny because, you just can't get the blood out. But she hadn't had a period for ages. So what was the green on her undies? What was it? Is it from the BV? It was from the BV, wasn't it? Yeah, she's a strong woman, guys. Yep.
Foodie and Dom weren't getting along.
Yep.
They were never getting along, but they were especially not getting along at this point in the timeline. And they were always threatening each other with various things.
I could imagine him in a vest in a white shirt with his sleeves rolled up and he's got the little derby hat on, but like, good morning, Antonia. Like a bit of that. He does. He looks like he'd blend in, wouldn't he? He'd be the guy with that thing, that little weapon that they have that hits people on the head and knock them out. He'd be in one of the gangs of New York.
You have no respect for women. That's all you're showing. You're disgusting. And Dee Dee, how you can support that at your age, you're disgusting. After everything you've heard him put me through, you're going to defend him and putting a cigarette out on me and punch.
At your age of 40, you defend Salah's rapist fantasies. You defended him talking to Kai Bella like that. How can you do that at 40?
Him hitting me in the face, him grabbing my face, him hiding my keys, him basically
smell, Mary?
And I don't mind telling your probation officer that either. I don't mind because I'm sick of your. I want you gone from my life, and I don't want you to hurt other women. I'm done with you. I know you think it's a game and you think it's funny, honey. It's not.
Foodie going to Dom's parole officer had nothing to do with her protecting other women. It was all just a game for her. And if you think it wasn't, give us a minute. Definitely was.
You're gonna go and take action against me for what? I didn't delete your stupid video. And yes, people who are saying, well, now she only wants to contact the police now because she's mad. Well, yeah, you can play this game. And I'm good at playing games, so.
I know you think it's a game and you think it's funny. Honey, it's not.
He's on his way to the courthouse. If he really is, I'm going to the police station right now. I'm going to go to his probation officer's office, taking action. So am I. I'm driving to your probation officer right now. On the way to got to know. On the way to.
And this was one of the first moments where I just was like, nah, she's just a horrible person. Nada is a freak and a gross, just disgusting human being. But women who do this, who use something that a power that we never had, or a right that we never had before to protect ourselves, she is abusing. And when you abuse it, you fuck it up for everyone else. This I hate this, because you weaken the rights and the powers of others who go behind you, who really need the assistance. I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much.
To the PO office right now. You and Dee Dee better run and catch up with me.
I bet they play all day.
With the wrong one, pal. All right, I'm at the police station. Salvista Police.
I believe the SA stuff from Foodie when she tells us that. I 100%. Oh, it's Foodie, isn't it? I 99%, let's say that, believe the SA stuff. I could be wrong. It's all alleged. Don't strike me. Give us a minute. So if it is real, if the SA stuff is real and it happened, then she should go to the police, shouldn't she? So why does it feel just ugh when she does? Why does it make me feel uncomfortable when she does go?
All right, I'm at the police station. Salvista.
Because it's not a woman walking up to the police station because somebody's done something wrong to her, because she feels victimized, because she's concerned about others. She's rolled up as it's a chess move. Well, I'm going to take out his pawn so I can move my queen into position. Like, she's doing it as it's retaliation. If she was this worked up and it was this important, she would have gone on any other day. She could have gone after, she could have gone before. But now she's amped up because he's making a report. She's like, yep, this is it. This is the breaking point for me. I've got to go report something that, didn't bother me yesterday.
Police!
I know why, really. I know why it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's because it is just a game for her. Oh, you're going to tell on me. Well, not if I tell on you first. Mm-hmm. I've never gone to the police station with anybody reporting SA, and I could be wrong, just speculation, but I imagine they don't go there with such a chirpy, sing-song attitude.
Do, on the way to got to know. Going to the PO office right now.
On my way to report SA. On Natter, the loser. You're going to go to jail. It's literally like if she could be skipping right now, she would be. Like, who rolls up to report SA on somebody with that kind of attitude? It's fucking mental. She's a psychopath, allegedly.
And you reminded me of something. I just couldn't think what. It's the same thing as when Amber sings about being SA'd as well, Rain and Petals.
She did.
They're mint, aren't they?
You and Dee Dee better run and catch up with me. All right, I'm at the police station. Salvista Police!
Foodie does go inside the police station. She does report him. And it's very, very clear this has all just been a stupid point-scoring game for her.
It's more serious than I thought, actually.
It's more serious than I thought. What did she think was happening?
The other thing I found quite unusual about that is, she's somebody who struggles with mental health issues, has massive social anxiety in general. She's a traumatized victim. And she's walking in there happy, chirpy. She hasn't been crying. She's not blotchy. She's not red. She actually looks a bit shaken. It's like, fuck, I think I've made a big mistake here. I've just lied about SA against someone with a really bad temper who has abbed someone and gone to jail. I think I fucked up. She did not come out of there looking like she just revealed a really traumatic story to anyone. Again, allegedly.
I'm reporting this man for doing all this horrible stuff to us.
I know.
It's more serious than I thought.
In the little paws.
It's more serious than I thought. Not for everybody else, not for everybody watching. I don't think she understands.
Imagined it, Rudy.
Her actions have consequences. I don't think she's ever learned that?
They've arrested her. I didn't expect that, honestly. On what charges?
Hello.
For assault or whatever, confinement and sexual. I have Debbie freaking out, video messaging me, begging me not to do this, saying I should know he has a.
I think my favorite part of that picture is the wonky. I can't look. I shouldn't be judging because I wear glasses and I've got thick ones and whatnot. But it's the wonky, misshaped eyes. I'm just why are they so different? And why is her face looks like crooked? But it's okay. Okay. Hey, that could be a picture of me, so I shouldn't laugh.
Messaging me, begging me not to do this, saying I should know he has a good heart.
Oh,
She's still at his house.
Used to.
No,
It's
she
just
said, "You were
food
gonna help
now.
me. You wanted to help me last week. Fix this." She sounded just like him. They're probably in it together. So he's where he needs to be. Dee Dee, you don't know him. You need to get your ass home.
How frustrating must it have been? Well, I'll ask you. There's plenty of people here who were around at that time. How frustrating was it to watch this in real time after warning Foodie for ages about this guy? Now she's on camera warning Dee Dee about this guy.
I thought this whole thing, I thought her whole game was like, you just need to get rid of, once you get rid of Dee Dee, we can just go back to normal. She was just trying to scare Dee Dee off. She was just trying to get Dee Dee out of the picture. Once Dee Dee fucks off back to Montreal, it'll just be me and Nada and everything will be sweet. As long as Dee Dee's gone, it's good. And she was trying everything to get that to happen and it didn't work.
And she's got this attitude of, come on, Dee Dee,
The
what are you
drawings were
doing?
brilliant.
If you want me to leave tomorrow, I will. Claire is a good friend, and it breaks my heart to see this all happening. Please, Chantal, fix this, please. Chantal, I'm here in his place tonight. He was crying before cops handcuffed him to
You're
go
welcome,
to the station.
Wolfa.
Please, Chantal, fix this. You know deep down he does not deserve this. So finally I answered her and I said, he physically me and sexually me for 10 months. He deserves this. Goodbye, Debbie.
No, see, she just said that he did that to her for 10 months. Somebody that had been happening to them would not be like this. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, from my life experience, she does not behave in a way that somebody who had ritualistically and habitually been SA'd by somebody. I'm sorry, she just does not give that energy. She just, from what I've experienced, not in my own life, but part of organizations and experiences I've been through, she does not give it off. The information that she's given, the accounts of what she's given, and for 10 months, she said it was one incident. You don't report someone and say that they've been doing it for 10 months if it was one incident that you can't, and that you retracted, you took it back, it wasn't a big deal, and I exaggerated it, or it didn't happen. I don't feel the same. You can't say that they did that for 10 months. And you can't say someone SA'd you if they were horrible to you in other ways. They either did or they did not. Being an asshole to you is not the same as graping you.
See you later. The investigator asked me about some other women's names I didn't recognize. So there must have been other women, but May Anderson was there.
They asked about other women, including May. May is the one who accused Dom. Her name's May. So that they asked Foodie about other.
She never cried. Sorry, I keep interrupting him, and he's looking very schmick in his little cow suit. But she never cried. Did we ever see her break down and bawl about this? It is trauma, and she has anxiety. She yelled and she raged about it, but she never let the anxiety come out in tears. And I find that very, very, very telling. Allegedly.
The women, including her. And now Foodie's on that list of women who have accused Dom. So no doubt now, Foodie going to the police about it, May, and other women. After learning all that, now it's definitely over, isn't it?
Do I feel bad thinking about him like crying alone in the cell again?
Here we go, folks.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm having some guilt. I just feel like it's like a lot of pressure. I don't know. And that's the other thing that scares me is like I'm scared like of the whole legal process.
I can't believe her going to the police to accuse him of all this, to make a report, wasn't the end of the off and on nonsense. It wasn't the end. How?
No, I don't feel like I was like R-worded. Everything I've ever told you guys that's happened to me has happened to me. So I've tried to make it
Woof Woof says she doesn't give that vibe, but it's that untouchable topic, so folks shy away from calling her out. Folks who know. And I've probably said in too stronger words before that I don't think it happened to the extent that she says it does. I have strong doubts. My intuition says she made a lot of it up. I don't think she made everything up, but she doesn't, in my experience, act the way or not even the cookie cutter way. I don't see any markers of somebody who's been traumatized by abuse. None of them. None whatsoever. Allegedly. And thank you for the super chat.
Tried to make
I
it
appreciate you.
seem less impactful so that I could have a relationship with him and you would accept it.
She would change how serious her accusations were depending on her mood.
Oh, it's going to be the best,
Got it.
right?
I hope you go to prison. I hope you go. You belong there for everything you've ever. Not even just for what you did to May.
And anytime anybody watching try to hold her accountable.
Foodie, you've got to make sure you say allegedly, or you could get in trouble for defamation or telling lies. Got to say allegedly.
Accountable for her gross actions. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it.
That is a very serious accusation, and it is something that can really ruin someone's life.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reality is bad seed too. Like I end up, falling back in love with him again, and then I don't want, I'm with somebody who did this horrible thing.
Bad seed comes in with the good common sense that Foodie doesn't have on her own.
To me, like, no, you can't. You have to make it look better to be with him. Because you can't be with somebody who did that to you, right? Whenever I would want to be with him, I would try to twist the truth so that it wouldn't seem so bad. You bring up essay and all these people relate their experiences to you, and then you turn around and invalidate everything that happens. You suck. Well, Misha, you suck too. You're a you cannot speak on the situation. You have no idea, okay? So
no, we didn't have ideas because you change your mind every 5 minutes. You change the facts every 5 minutes. You change your emotions every 5 minutes. We're not mind readers. How are we supposed to know? We go by what you tell us. I think what she says the first time is the truth, and then she backtracks and she tries to cover it up. I always think the story that she tells you first is the story. Unless she's deliberately trying to mislead you or misdirect you. Normally what comes out of her mouth first, when she's high, that's it. That's what happens. That's what you should believe. But we can't keep up with you. You change your mind too often. You can't change your mind over a fact. A fact does or does not exist. It's not an emotional feeling. It is or it is not. Facts are facts.
I don't owe anything to any SA victims. This is my personal situation. So go yourself, Misha. I'm actually tired of your two-faced anyway. You're a two-faced liar. I owe something to SA victims? Like, this is my personal journey.
Rip Misha. How's Misha a liar? She just gave her opinion on your bullshit attitude.
You suck. You're a bully piece of and you suck.
I don't.
Yeah, you do, Misha. You're a fake, two-faced piece. I don't owe SA victims anything. So just because
she does realize someone who's two-faced says one thing to your face and then says something else behind your back. Misha came up and rolled out her own truth to your face and challenged you. That doesn't make her two-faced. That makes her honest. That makes her somebody you should want to engage in conversation because they are obviously willing to give you another perspective. But Foodie thinks you're two-faced if you just don't flat out agree with her on every topic. If you agreed on one thing, you must agree on all things. Otherwise, you're two-faced.
Someone was SA'd, I have to automatically be a spokesperson for everybody and not go through my own experience. All right, I'm at the police station. Salvista Police! See, like, that's what I don't like.
She literally rolled up to the police station like she's like, you spring break's about to start. Yeah. I'm going to get freaked on. Like, it was literally like, Happy New Year's. It was like a celebration. It was bizarre.
You blaming me for all other SA victims' experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I don't like. Okay? Blaming me for not.
Oh, no. I think we've probably got another 6 months to a year of Sala and Foodie together. I think it's gonna happen when she just becomes too costly, too immobile, and he's putting in more physical effort and she's worth, and she's not able to physically and literally earn enough money to cover it without him having to work more. I think when she becomes too big of a liability, that's when he'll dump her.
Not knowing how to act in a situation, a traumatic situation, you're invalidating my story, but all right, I'm at the police station. Salvista Police! You think it's easy to come on here and say that your boyfriend ass raped you?
Don't do that. Don't come on here and try to shock people into shutting up. Get your story straight as well.
No, I don't feel like I was like R-worded.
The thing is, somebody who's been through that recently, the internet would be the last place where that would come out. That would be, you would probably tell someone that you feel safe with, that you would feel like wouldn't judge you, would not victim shame you, probably your mum, your sister, your best friend, maybe a hotline, somebody where you know you could put that information and it would be safe. Not the internet with people that rip you new assholes every other day because you're a fucking idiot. That is the last place you would put that information. That's why we doubt you. Somebody who's gone through it, you are that 0.1% victim. You are doing literally the opposite of what actual victims most commonly do. Allegedly.
You think it's easy to come on here and say that your boyfriend asked you? He didn't rape me. Fuck off. I'm tired of people thinking I'm a liar about SA.
I don't know anymore, actually. I said I believed her.
Oh, I want some kind of revenge. Like,
But I don't know now. I don't know. She always uses the phrase, you can't comment because you don't know the situation.
You guys don't know the situation.
I know we don't know the situation. It changes daily. And she's right. She doesn't owe SA victims anything. But I'm guessing they'd appreciate it if she would stop treating it as a big game. I'm guessing everybody would.
You can play this game. And I'm good at playing games, so...
I know you think it's a game and you think it's funny. Honey, it's not.
I'm guessing everybody would appreciate it if you could grow up a little bit as well.
Dee Dee came and did me a favor. Because you know what? Yes, I probably would have gone back. But Dee Dee did me a favor. Dee Dee did me a favor. Dee Dee did me a favor.
I hope you go to prison. I hope you go to prison.
Even after going to the police, immediately after she'd calmed down, she went running back to him.
I'm so stupid because I don't know. I just thought, oh, you just called the cops on him and accused him of sexual assault and everything. Oh, yeah, you can just go back over there and just kick Dee Dee out and everything will be normal. I went over there. I even brought coffee.
She went over there with coffee and weed right after going to the police. Foodie bad. You know what else she did? This is going to make you laugh.
So I go there and I promise not to tell anybody, but then I turn your phone on and then I leave and then I call you on the phone I pay for you to be able to communicate with your family, and you don't answer it. I call him, he doesn't answer the phone.
She turned his phone back on because she thinks this phone, her turning the phone on, gives her some sort of power over him, and it doesn't. But she turned his phone back on, and he ignored her. He still ignored her. And he got Dee Dee to message for him.
He gets Debbie.
That would have set me over the edge. The fact that I can understand him ignoring me, totally fine. If you were fighting with your partner or the person that you're interested in romantically, and they just don't want to talk to you right now. But if they got my replacement biatch to text me to say, please stop texting, do not communicate, I would be livid and so humiliated. Like, I would just want to like crawl inside my own body and just die. The mortification, the humiliation. But I think he probably designed it that way.
Message me. He gets Debbie. The nerve.
Not only is he not answering our calls, but now he's saying, Dee Dee, can you just text her for us? Just saying, leave me alone. Embarrassing to be her.
I feel like I need to like properly apologize for going to the police station and like just doing the police report to begin with. Like I feel like my intentions weren't clean with it. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gone to the police. The truth is,
I love it how she softens it with, I feel like my intentions weren't clean with it. Instead of saying my intentions weren't clean with it. I did it because I was angry. I did it to retaliate. She's not saying that it wasn't true, but her intentions for doing it were not clean. They weren't doing it to protect herself, to protect other people, to get justice. It was simply because she was angry.
it's like, you know how I feel. I really, really love him a lot.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm sorry, and I love you. And I want to go to Mount Royal tomorrow and walk up and down the hill.
Every now and again, when researching Foodie, I'll come across something where I think, okay, that's enough Foodie for today. I need to go outside and look at the sky. Or look at anything that
That's a
isn't
nice view.
Foodie beauty.
Oh, the OnlyFans, yeah. I know so many of you have joined the really like naked stuff. I'm going to limit to private DMs. Sexual stuff, I'm going to limit it to putting a teaser on my main page. And then if you want to see it, you need to buy it.
Foodie Beauty started an OnlyFans account. Where did that come from? Apparently she'd started one like a year and a bit ago as well, but I didn't know about that. So this OnlyFans... Why? Joking aside, I know there's plenty of people out there who will find Foodie's look attractive. I'm not one of them.
That's true.
To me, there's nothing attractive about a woman or anybody who takes such a little interest in their own health that people around them are worried that they're going to drop dead any day now. And that's what's happened with Foodie in the present timeline. So I don't find that attractive.
Well, I'm alive. Barely.
You know, don't look like you're about to swell up and pop. And it's not even just the physical appearance I don't like. It's her.
Did I pants?
Ew.
Actually, I don't know if I actually like full blown pants before. So one time I had a yeast infection. Like,
oh God, this story. Oh,
I don't
cover
know,
your
we were
ears,
having
cover
sex
your
all, like,
ears.
for like a week straight or something, and then one day he put fingers in and pulled out, and he's like, "Why is there pizza dough?" I know it's TMI, but that's what yeast infection is.
It's the same with Amber, where you see her trying to do a sexy TikTok, and I think,
No,
you've shared too
Panda,
much. I know too much.
Panda, I'm going to speak for the group. I'm going to speak for everyone in the room. Nobody wants the nudes. We don't want to share them around. We want to put them in a box. We want to lock the box, and we want to put the box away so future generations will not have to have that thrust upon them. We want to secret them. We want to redact them like the FBI files, redacted, not seen, big black marker all over it. We don't want those. No, nobody does.
About you to ever find whatever this is attractive.
If not the whole 2019, where I literally couldn't shower. I lost control of my bowels.
And I pooped my pants.
Sorry, Amber, I'm a not shower shaman and pooping your pants shaman.
And I pooped my pants.
And while she was doing OnlyFans, Foodie was riddled with STDs. Save the dates.
I don't know why it's in my throat. No, it's probably elsewhere too. I have some other symptoms that TMI, but I have some symptoms that have me a bit worried, and just Dollar Tree has STD tests for $1.21.
Again. Oh, I nearly threw up in my mouth there. That was real.
I don't know if it's just a me thing. Is it just a me thing? I'm sure it's not just a me thing. I'm sure there's everybody but Foodie feels this way. If I am a teeny tiny little bit suspicious that I could have an STI or an STD, the second I have that inkling, I'm either at the emergency, I'm at the chemist, I'm at my doctor to get that sorted. Like, I don't sit around for a day, 2 days, a week, a month, just to see how things progress. I'm like, just get tested, just get checked out. No harm, no foul. She's sweet. Like, how do you be like, $1.25 for an STD test? No, I'm at the chemist or I'm at the pharmacy. I'm wherever I need to be, free health clinic to get that shit sorted out. Oh my God. I couldn't go to sleep.
Again, I don't find women riddled with STDs attractive. Oh, I think I was a bit sick in my mouth there.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
It happens. It happens. She will make you vomit in your mouth.
Anyway, while researching the not STD stuff,
Jesus,
the
yeah. 'Cause
the
she's a lemon.
OnlyFans stuff, I came across this. I was watching, and I thought that wig looks very similar to Dee Dee's
yeah.
hair. And then I found this tweet from the king of reactors, Michael B. Petty. God, Foodie Beauty buying a wig to look like Dee Dee in an effort to win back her sugar baby, allegedly, is still one of the funniest arcs to me. I'm going to dress as his current lady friend to win him back. That's...
Okay, guys. So I'm going to reveal my new shirt. Now, do you remember Foodie's last rage where she got really mad at FFG for talking about her mum, calling her mum a whore? Well, I was inspired. So I've made a little shirt. So I'm just going to take my headphones off. Okay, you ready? Okay. It says, it's back to front. Where is it? Here. Your mom's a whore. And look at the picture. Look at the picture I chose. Isn't it iconic? I love it so hard. Oh, you can see it of my thing. I love it. Isn't it the best? And I've got my little dragon tracksuit pants on. It's all very matching and cool. I love it. I'm just like, I hope I just hope Foodie sees it, and I hope she's just sitting there punching me. It came, I'm so happy with it. I almost did it on white, but I think the black makes it better. I love it so hard. I feel like if I was got to wear it out in public, though, I've got to probably put some sticky tape or something over the O to make the whore not readable. So, yeah. But I love it.
Maybe she could try turning his phone back on for the 40th time. Maybe that would have worked better than dressing as Dee Dee.
I will wear it to Woolies.
Maybe it was just her just being silly and having fun. I was hoping it was her just being silly because it's just too nuts. And I was hoping that the OnlyFans would be like a nice, silly break away from all the Dom talk. But it wasn't.
I cannot believe I did OnlyFans. Oh my God. I did some OnlyFans content with Carly when I was like the other last weekend when we were like,
bless his little heart. He's blurred out her weird boobs. You know how she's got, this was really low cut and she had the crinkly boob was tucking in and it was just all you could look at in this whole live stream. He's blurred it out. Thank you, sir. We appreciate the effort.
and I was like, so like,
yes.
And now I'm just like, what?
But that's why I picked the picture with the cigarette hanging out of it. Because normally I hate cigarettes, but it literally just gives the best vibe. Like you can imagine that person just go, "Your mom's a whore." You know, it's just the vibes were right.
Whatever. The second day we met, he poured a heart out to me. Like he like opened up. We just had like
don't let the monkey see it.
Just, like really good sex and really good conversation, and then you know how much he's mean to me or whatever. Whatever happens between us, I do love him. You guys, you honestly think he doesn't love me?
Yeah, we didn't. Nobody did.
I'm pretty drunk right now. Ooh, what do you want me to do? You want me to lie about it? Yes, I love him. Is not a bum. He's a good person. What do you mean a May situation? What do I have to do with that? Don't blame that on me. She messaged the next day saying, this is not about your cold rejection of me. So she felt rejected by him. He said he was running away from her.
She's all class.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. And there's no way for me to know because I wasn't there. So therefore, there's no way for you to know because you weren't there. That I'm in love with a man who's accused of that. No one I have a wife and kids. Now fucking loves me. He does. You guys
totally
know he does. Elle, stop reporting my stream. Do you not want to hang out here?
Probably not. Nobody does.
Here we go. The big
Oh,
event
shut
I
up.
always end on. I think this is
That's Bo corner. You get to sit on the naughty square. I've got a special piece of carpet at the back. That's where you'll go for things like that. No, we don't participate in the scratch and sniff STD, STI test. That is not how it's done. No, not even in the colonies.
as big as it gets. Although I keep thinking that, and then she keeps surprising me. This is definitely the most confusing end to an episode I've ever done. I still don't get
More
it.
arse, thank you, Clark.
I've never been more confused
Arse
by a
and
person's
arse.
actions. Lol cow or anybody. I don't get it. I thought she's wearing these outfits that she was wearing when she just did her OnlyFans. She'd come on live stream wearing the outfits. And I thought, that's a bit risky. They were a bit revealing. That's a bit risky. Then I found out she was posting links on a YouTube community page, links to her OnlyFans. And I thought,
I think another clue that your bra size isn't the right one is when your genitals, which are the front boobs, fold in on themselves. Like they have nowhere else to go because there's just not enough of all of it. I think that's another big cue that the bra's not right. Yeah.
oh, that's risky, isn't it? And then
Oh,
I found
dear.
out that Foodie went on this website called Omegle. Most of you'll know what it is. You're on webcam, you get matched with somebody else on webcam, and you can cycle
I
through
did say
and chat to people. That's
I meant
all it is. So Foodie goes on to this website, live streams it. I don't know anything about YouTube or the internet. I'm rubbish. I don't know anything about it. But even
More
I
arse
know
than you, Clark.
that's a risky
Yes,
move.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
Hi. Oh my god! He was not. He was Indian, that guy. No, he wasn't a miner. Did he look like a friggin' miner to you? There's nothing minor about him.
Like, and at this stage, she knows that he was too young. That's why she's getting in trouble. Like, what? She's fucking messed up in the head. She is. Her and her aunt, they both have this weird thing. They're just fucked.
A miner with a 15-inch wiener. Yeah, right.
The person
we're not even gonna talk about that, but we're not talking about that.
she's talking about there, who flashed her, to me, looked really, really young. Not just saying it to try and make her look bad. If you've seen it, then he looked about 14. I mean, I'm getting old now. Anybody under 25 looks about 14 to me now. But he genuinely did look like he was a school kid. I worked in a school, and he looked like a kid I would have taught. First lesson today: keep away from Foodie Beauty. I'd heard when I was doing the research, because people are helping. Thank you. That be careful when you get to her speaking about a minor. It's really creepy. And I was thinking, did she speak creepily about a minor, or is that just what is now believed, a rumor that's been believed? No, she did. It's true. I don't know why I keep doubting. I think it's because these things keep sounding so awful. I'm like, nah.
It's like what's fake and what's true. And the thing with Foodie Beauty is that's why she's captured so many people's attention and people feel so strongly, is because she just keeps doing all of the awful things that you don't think one person could possibly do. If they're gonna make fun of like somebody's color or race or gayness, they're not gonna double down on that and do something else ridiculous and lie about it. Like, you just, how many fucked things can one person do? Surely that's a lie. You've made that up because you don't like them. Nah, she did it.
Won't be that. No. It looked like a kid to me, and she was talking about him in a horrible, horrible way.
There's nothing minor about him.
Yes, Enola. That's right. Oh, she's gross.
A miner with a 15-inch wiener. Yeah, right.
There's another clip of her asking what again looked like a minor to me.
I don't need to explain why that is a dumb thing to say. We're all smart enough to understand that is a dumb, stupid thing to say. Okay, we all get it, and we were all as frustrated as I am by that statement. Yep, we got it. Thumbs up. Excellent.
Asking him to show bobs.
Oh, India. Show bobs.
I never heard of show bobs before. Never heard of it.
I didn't know what bobs
So I
was
had
either.
to Google what it means, and Foodie even explained what it means, and it just means show stuff, show boobs, show stuff.
Bobs and vagine. Bobs. They're just boobs, yeah.
I don't know if she was just trying to be funny, asking a minor to do that. I'm guessing she was. Although
I've watched this before, but why would you ask a child or even someone 15, 16, 17, 18, even like why would you ask anybody? Why would you even ask an adult that question unless you're a complete perv on that website? Why would you do that? I don't care if they're an adult. It's weird to go, show us your boobs, show us your junk. I know that's an Omegle thing, but you'd have to be a creepy kind of customer to do that, right?
I don't think she can tell when it is a minor. She just sees somebody her fans, actual fans, try to warn it and say, stop live streaming this. This is too dangerous. Stop it. And she just gave a foodie response.
Oh,
You're gonna get your chicken channel taken down. I can just be like, shut the yeah.
Oh, okay.
What
the spelling.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing
remember
Omegle.
that,
I'll delete
Noah.
my channel. I'll do what I want. I don't care.
Why was she talking to her actual fans like that? Talking to your haters like that, fine. But your fans, they're just trying to I don't.
The other the narrative, though, that he didn't pick up on, well, whether he glossed over it or didn't see it as quite important, is that she tried to make out like she was set up. That somehow that Girl World and some of the reactors managed to wangle a scenario where they nailed a single human being down just as she was doing a spontaneous live stream on Omegle that she hadn't planned. She just did it on a whim to get her channel taken down. It was a setup. That was the narrative that she tried to pin on some people. That she was set up on Omegle. Like they got them to flash her, so she got pulled from the YouTubes. It's like, take some responsibility. She can't. She never can.
I don't get how her brain works.
Hi, English Burger.
She was going to ignore everybody, and she was going to do this live streaming people on webcam her way. She was going to do it her creepy way.
She looks really
Edit
sexy.
his face and show us. I can't. You could be his prom date. Oh my god! Old enough to be his mom, am I? Oh god, that's hot.
Ugh.
Wait, you did break YouTube. How did I break YouTube terms of service?
I'm sorry, but that is I don't know. No. Oh.
That wasn't his fault. It's not a purposeful breach. I think YouTube should take that into consideration, being as I've been on YouTube for 5 years. And make them some money. And although they don't really need my money, but still, she deleted her stream right away in good faith. She didn't know that was going to happen, so deleted it. It's gone.
She deleted the stream in good faith.
Yeah, but your comments and your response and your reaction and what you exposed your audience to is not gone. That moment's not gone. Those thoughts are not gone. Those comments are not gone. The stream is just gone. But what happened is not. You can't just be like, sorry, I made some predatory, pedophilic remarks. And it's just all better. No.
It happened and she carried on live streaming.
I know.
Right, I promise I'm not going to be shocked by
needs a grill or
stupidity,
something, you know,
stupidity
some
anymore. I had to
rings.
mess up on that word, didn't I?
Just pimp herself out.
People warned her over and
Some
over.
gaudy
And her
jewelry.
attitude was, shut up. I'm Foodie Beauty.
So I have to, like, every person I talk to on Omegle, I have to ask if they would be okay with it. That. like as if because the platform has children on it and I accidentally, like it's automatic rolling. They act like
No, it's about being respectful to other adults, other people, other platform users. It's not just because it's kids, it's because it's people. They consented to go onto a Omegle. They've not consented to go onto YouTube, a much, much bigger platform. Fucking idiot.
target children on there. Like I accidentally, like I purposely look for them. That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell
Wasn't
it either,
her
but I know
fault.
who you talk
Wasn't
about.
my fault. Wasn't Pulpy's fault. Wasn't the reaction channel's fault. It was your fault. It's your joke. Why do you have?
Oh, I feel the same
It's
way.
not that hard. Don't show
Dicks.
child's on your YouTube channel.
Don't show anybody's dick.
I don't know. I still feel fairly new to being a YouTuber. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I think it's not that hard to not show kids.
Mm.
You know? Maybe I'm wrong.
I find it quite easy to avoid such things. Never even, it's not like I'm dodging and weaving them, you know, every other stream. If you don't put yourself in that position that it might happen, it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
You don't even know their age. Like when I would ask them their age and say, I'm 14.
I think she's probably already seen it. I think hence why all the heavy eating. I think that's why we had 2 pizzas the other day. She says 1, we think 2. And the sub stop, and I think she's already seen it. And I think that's what her pissy live stream was about today too. I think it's going to fester, and I think it might come out in a rage stream maybe tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, I think she's going to rage. But I think she's trying to just calm herself down a little bit, because I think if she let loose, she'll get herself blocked again.
Bye. See ya. And were we talking sexual with the 14-year-old? So I'm not allowed to, it's against the terms of service to say hi to a 14-year-old on camera? I was aware of that. So I guess.
You did make sexual comments though, saying that am I old enough to be his mom? Oh my God, that's hot. Are you talking about the temperature? What's hot about that? I would think that that's a sexual statement. Yeah, I would. And talking about salamis and dongs when you're talking about a miner's downstairs, that's fairly sexualized as well. It's not respectful. It's not gauging the temperature of what's going on, that's for sure.
Everybody who talks to anybody underage on film is a fucking.
Hi, Mars.
Yeah, it's not against terms of service to speak to a 14-year-old. That's fine. It is against terms of service to show. Oh, yeah. And no, obviously, not everybody who speaks to a 14-year-old is a PDF. But the ones who say,
God.
I'm old enough to be as.
I do not like that. It's not even, it's just overt. Children being overtly and openly sexualized too soon can mess them up as they get older, because it brings things into consciousness that shouldn't be there until the body can catch up and parents and they can get other guidance. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I think without guidance, that's no.
Mom, that's hot.
Good on you for reporting
the ones
it.
that say there was nothing minor about him.
I think it's if you're trying, it depends on your intention. Like if you're a doctor, but that's not sexual. Yes, I think it would be. I think it would fall under grooming or solicitation for sexual satisfaction or something like that. Depends on the country you're in. But if it's not illegal, it makes you fucking creepy and scary, and you need to be watched.
The ones that get warned saying that was a kid's private parts and carry on doing it, those are the people that I wouldn't allow around my kids.
That's
so I'm
a
not
question
saying Foodie is
that'll never be answered.
PDF, but I wouldn't let her around my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not a chance. There was nothing minor about him. Oh, honestly, he was really young. Ugh. Is this over yet? How long have we got left? Oh, we're nearly there.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing Omegle. Delete my channel. I'll do what I want. I don't care.
The sheer arrogance to dismiss everybody like that, and it's because of that arrogance that nobody had any sympathy for her when what happened.
Bum, bum, bum. Channel goes down.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
What did
Oh
his
my
handle
goodness.
say? I can read
Chantal
it.
got herself thrown off of YouTube.
And another girl has been terminated. That's right. You
I just realized something. Go back, go back, go back. Go back, go back. Did you guys see it too? It just dawned on me right now.
Hey, hey.
Like his coat there.
Oh my.
Okay, who else tries to wear shimmer eyeshadow with a pop of color? Who do we know in girl world? Booty fucking beauty. And you know she watches Milk Tea stuff because she always bitches about her. Milk Tea pulls that look off. Booty does not, because Milk Tea picks the right colors for her skin and applies it probably with a brush and blends it out. Foodie is copying Milk Tea, and she got red to filth the other day. Suck it.
Goodness. Chantal got herself thrown off of YouTube.
and another girl has been terminated. That's right. You heard it here last. Foodie Beauty's channel has been terminated for repeated
no.
violations on YouTube.
Yeah. So Chantal's channel got
Captain
terminated.
Terrible Beard.
That's the summary.
Team YouTube, good morning. I just want a bees. I didn't
Oh,
expect
God,
that I
yeah.
would be flashed a massive salami on Omegle. It was probably a kid's.
Yes.
So
We
calling
know-
it a
yeah,
salami, fine. Let's keep
yeah.
going. I will be careful from now on. I did, in good faith, delete my stream as I was horrified. Yeah? You seemed dead horrified at the time.
There's nothing minor about it.
This reminds me of the married man situation. She thought it was cool. She thought it was fun until she got the feedback that no, that's not cool. That's crossing a line. That's a boundary. That's ick. That's gross. She doesn't have that natural response. It has to be taught to her and explained to her why it's gross. And then once it's explained to her, she just gets mad and doubles down. It's like, well, fuck you all then. I'm just going to do it more. And fuck you. I'm going to delete you, Beezer, who has a real big problem with this because, you know, adultery hurts. Fuck you. You're blocked. She doesn't have normal people emotions.
I just want to add this to my appeal. The dong, again, probably a kid's,
Oh, well, thanks for coming.
was unexpected. A real attitude shift from, I'm Foodie Beauty, do what I want.
Oh, look, he's probably watched a lot, but I think he's also probably been sent lots of important parts. He's probably got a few trusted people that he's asked to curate like the highlighted streams, not all the garbage, but like certain ones of more importance. I don't think he's watched every stream that she's ever done, but I think he's probably hit on a few key ones.
It's a terrible impression. I genuinely just think she doesn't understand.
Has he? Oh, I have to go and watch that one, Lisa, because I've only just sort of started watching his stuff. But yeah, oh my God, she's between Mrs. Snowflake, my shirt, and Curtis Price's videos, she's having a fucking shit day.
Consequences. I think she can only live in the now. She doesn't have the ability to think, oh, tomorrow. Which is one reason why she's near death's door, knocking on death's door, because she just can't think about tomorrow. She just lives in the now. So there we go. Channel terminated.
Can we just do a consensus? Now, I know Mr. Snowflake is not going to watch this video because, you know, he's a busy guy doing other things and, you know, probably has a life. But if we've got to pick another outfit, and I'm not sexualizing this man because he's quite intellectual as well. If we have to pick another outfit for him to wear for the next one, what will it be, guys? I would like to see perhaps firemen, but with the clothes on, with everything on. SWAT leader, probably a nice business suit, something maybe from, I don't know, Tom Ford, or a rugby uniform would be nice. Please put suggestions in the chat. What do you think would look nice on Mr. Snowflake?
What do we have on this episode?
Kills.
CPAP. CPAP rescue
Mary
is
just went
insane.
straight
Two
for it.
lolcows YouTubers streaming their fight at the same time. Never seen that before. Don't know if it'll happen in our
Brett
lifetime
Cardigan,
again.
yes.
I could have, if I wanted to. I could have just made this whole episode about Foodie trying to
Polo
convince
player,
us
that would
her
be
and
good. He's
Dom
got the
were a couple.
build.
He charged me $300 for shrooms
yes.
once for a gram. So I guess him
Scottish
saying we had a couple
Highlander.
means that we weren't. I don't think so.
I could have added so many more clips to show how Foodie hated DD.
Oh, whatever. She still looks nasty. She still looks dirty anyways. Are you kidding? She looked greasy as in that thumbnail.
Oh, I've got
Or I could have shown more examples of Foodie trying to blackmail.
Tangled. I've got images of Michael Fassbender in one of those Marvel movies. You know, when he was the Magneto, and he walked into that bar in Argentina, and he's got the white shirt and the polo pants and the boots, and his little hair swept over, and he looked very, very handsome. That's what I'm imagining.
Dom with that
007
bloody Ford.
suit, yes, a suit.
The number again.
Or I could have just shown more clips of Foodie deluding herself.
But he deleted his own video and probably blamed it on me.
Toga,
'Cause he wants to try to get back at me
toga,
somehow.
toga.
I feel like he is in love with me. And you
Okay,
can't deny it.
Foodie.
Tell him to look in the screen. Deny. He's not in love with me.
Ladies, no. Ladies, I've got it. A chambray denim button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up to the elbows. Oh, wouldn't that be fancy? That would look but that light blue color, that would look fantastic.
Her dressing as Dee Dee
Cowboy
might be the
gear.
maddest thing
Great
I've ever
heart,
seen. It's right up there. That's nuts. Going on that
I know what dirty romance novels each of you read now. I know what they're themed at. I know what your spicy Wattpad stories are all about now. It was my trick. I tricked all of you.
webcam site to live stream stuff is nuts as well. Right on.
Everybody go watch the Curtis Price one.
By
Give him
definition,
reviews.
does that make her
Annoy Foodie?
PDF if she's enjoying? Oh God, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Pulpy, you can have that one. You can tackle that one.
He's
Maybe
yours.
we will in the next episode. Oh, there's no next episode, is there? Channel terminated. That's it. End of the series. Thanks for watching. We all got through it together.
Look, I know we all watched episode 3, correct? I think the turn, because I never used to really watch Mr. Snowflake. I dipped in and out. I didn't get it. I was like, he's still hype. I don't understand it. But then actually I started watching it. I'm like, I know why everybody falls a little bit, like gets a little bit of a crush on him. He's smart. He's cute. He's got the big baby brows. He puts a good video together. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a bit humble. Seems, all of this seems, he could be a complete rotter in the background. But what we see on camera would make you feel warmish towards him. Seems like a really nice dad, good friendship with Jimmy. And I get it. But the clincher for me was when he did one of these on the last episode. I'm like, nah, that's it. He's a man for me. Any man that blows a raspberry and gives you a double forks as a punctuation mark to something dumb you said, I'm all about that lifestyle. Loved it.
Group hug. Well done, everybody. I'll see you in a different.
Nobody said blacksmith. I feel like he would portray a really good blacksmith. I'm thinking something. Or somebody Amish, somebody who drives. I feel like a Clydesdale would be the horse for him.
Different series
Hi,
because
Pixie
this one is
Dragon.
obviously over now that the channel's been terminated. Bye, everybody. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Cheers. Whew.
So excited.
Yeah, I am racist against white people. I am. Here's for you, Dee Dee.
Oh, earphones. I could smell that. All right. Okay. That's long. Now, we've been on for 2.5 hours. Do we want to maybe save glitters for tomorrow or the next stream? Because she's not that important. Because I'm actually a bit excited to go and watch Curtis's stream now. I'm not going to react to it because, you know, give him the chance to get the views. Mr. Snowflake gave us the permissions. But we might leave it there for tonight, eh? What do you reckon? I can go and have some dinner, go check in with the hubsies, get myself, I've got to do a bit of washing for work tomorrow because I've got to go back to job number 1 tomorrow. I don't start my new job for another, what's the date today? The 15th, for another week or so. Like, they start you on the payroll day, so I don't know when my onboarding's all going to happen and all the training and OH&S and blah, 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 blah. But I should start that in about a week or 2. I should be around just as much because it's just, it's mainly daytime stuff. So I stream at night times in the afternoons. I won't be gone. I won't be working 7 days a week or anything like that. I couldn't possibly. I think it would kill me. But I will be working a little bit more. But it's probably not going to mess with the YouTubes too much because it's just another work day. It's just an extra one. Schedule will be about the same. So I will see everybody around on these mean streets. Welcome new members for the freebies, and thank you, Sage Clover, for the gifted memberships. Next month is going to be your month, Ghost. I swear to God. Oh, where is Ghost? Let me go back. Oh, Ghost, if you're in here, can you just comment something so I can make you a mod again? Are you still here? Let me go back. I just got to find your channel. Ghost. Where are you? Are you here? Ghost, come back. Come back, Ghost. All right, next time they're in the chat, I'll do it. It'll have to be next time. Anyway, and hit the like button, guys. And I know we had some free members join in and Sage Clover, but if you do want to become a member of my channel, I do free content. I've been doing more content. Special edits, usually with the mukbangs that I take at the chewing, I edit them and upload them to members first for the first 24 hours. And then I release it to everybody else. But yeah, so if you want to join and become a member, welcome to the Cookie Cutters. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. No promises. But yeah, but thanks for coming. And Replay Gang, hi. All right, everyone. I hope Foodie's just sitting there punching the air because she's just getting shit from all angles at the moment. And I love it. And she's probably hot too. All right. Bye. See you later.